Good evening and welcome to Green Machine Football on TV 50. Hi everyone, Lauren Lemke with you tonight along with Zach Mackey and Bob Pettit as Geneseo takes on their arch rival, the Sterling Golden Warriors, in a battle for first place in the Northern Illinois Big 12 Conference on the West Division. Both Geneseo and Sterling are 2-0 in the conference play. Geneseo is perfect on the season, having won all 6 games, and Sterling comes in with a record of 5-1 overall. Kickoff coming up in about 3 minutes from Bob Reed Field in Geneseo. Should be a good matchup here tonight between these two teams. Bob Pettit, we've seen the Geneseo defense the last 2 games pitch a shutout. They've only allowed 22 points defensively, and you have a Sterling team coming in averaging about 28 points per game.
Some of those points, of course, are scored against the depth units anyway, and yes, those 2 shutouts were against very quality teams, and you know the Leafs defense is looking solid. Got a little press in the paper this week, and of course it didn't divulge any secrets.
No, the secret is out, though, that Geneseo has a good defense. I'm glad they published that.
Yeah.
Zach Mackey, glad to have you back with us for our broadcast. What's it like here? You were a player last year on the state runner-up team. You know what it's like to be preparing for Sterling this week. What's it like to be what these Green Machiners are thinking right now?
Yeah, you said it. It's an arch rivalry that goes way back, but this is that week. You always call it Sterling Week. Everyone in the program is amped up and ready to go. Whenever something's not going your way in practice, you always hear it's Sterling Week, it's Sterling Week. So a lot is featured on this matchup. It's really where the Northern Illinois Big 12 is stationed, is this rivalry. A lot comes back right here to Geneseo Sterling, and let me tell you, these players are ready to go, especially with, you see the Warriors coming out waving a flag, running out of our tunnel. I mean, that's the type of stuff that really gets these guys going.
Geneseo won last year's matchup 38-19 here at home. First win for Geneseo over Sterling in 3 years, and Geneseo goes on to win the conference last year, so they are the defending champs. And we expect to have a battle here tonight as Sterling is off to a 5-1 start. They had an early loss. They lost to Metamora in the first week of the season, but they've won 5 straight, including an overtime win against Morris. And again, they are putting up points around 28, but they're also giving up some points, about 16 points per game, about 2 touchdowns. So we'll see who has the better defense tonight. I think offensively we're pretty equal on both sides.
Absolutely, and the Golden Warriors are averaging 28.5 points per game. The Leafs haven't even let up 28 points in all their contests so far.
The only team Sterling has actually put a 0 on was LaSalle Peru, and they sit at 0-6. Otherwise, everybody's had at least 2 scores against them, so their defense is a little porous, we would hope.
Geneseo did win the coin toss tonight. They deferred, and they will kick off to Sterling as the Golden Warriors will take the ball to start. Ryan Ganson, senior, has the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line. Senior night here at Geneseo. What a perfect scenario for these seniors. You come in at 6-0, you get Sterling on senior night and a chance to take over first place, sole possession of the conference with a win.
Nothing better.
We are not picking on Patsies for senior night and homecoming. We had some tough ball games scheduled.
Cowbells are out here at Bob Reed Field. And we're underway with Ganson sending a squib kick down the middle, fielded at the 10-yard line. Brought up to the 25 and hit hard, and driven back to about the 24.
Right off the start right there. That's the intensity that this game brings.
That was Cole Hunsinger on the initial hit. He really smacked him. Several Green Machine teammates followed in.
On their own 25-yard line.
Geneseo's going to see the Golden Warriors. Their quarterback is Sterling Thornton. He's number 2. He's 60% of their offense this year, running the football over 600 yards, almost 700 yards on the ground, and has thrown for over 400. He will stand in the shotgun formation, looking over a Geneseo 3-4 defense. First play of the game, quarterback keeper, up the middle, past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. It's a run of 7 for Thornton.
Zach Mack, or not Zach.
I'm up here.
Yeah. Zach's not in the ball game anymore. His brother made the tackle.
Up-tempo offense here for Sterling. No huddle. They're back to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 3. They give it to their tailback. Stop for about a 1-yard gain. as Geneseo closed that quickly.
And that's one thing about having a quarterback that is so diverse in 60% of your offense is it's really a hit and miss type of situation. The Leafs they really do a nice job at spreading things out. This Sterling team, they rely a lot on Sterling Thornton, a key for the Leafs defense to stop.
Key third down play here for Sterling at their own 33-yard line. Quarterback keeper coming to the left, has the first down as he slides out to about the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains. We'll get you caught up on the defense here for Geneseo up front. Grant Pritchard at nose guard, Lane Akery and Drew Himmelman at the tackle positions. The linebackers are Justin Scott and Jacob Beath. On the outside, Ryan Pitra and Ryan Hartsock.
Nice surge on that one by the Leafs, but they just couldn't plug that hole.
First and 10 from the 39. Quarterback keeps it himself after the fake. Out to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
Akery starts wrestling season just a little early. Got a takedown right there.
1 yard on the play. Lane Akery on the tackle for Geneseo.
10:30 to play in the first quarter. Just underway from Bob Reed Field. We're scoreless between Sterling and Geneseo.
This is going to be one of those games, too, that just fly by. Both teams put it down on the ground already 2 minutes into the ball game.
2nd and 8. Thornton has room to run into the secondary, down to the 40, to the 30, down the far sideline to the 20. Tyler Mackey comes over and makes the stop at around the 15-yard line.
Got to cut down on those big plays on the right side. A positive that you see out of this, though, is I remember week 1 running down the field, and the Leafs weren't able to make that stop. Weren't able to. So we've seen some progression.
They find themselves in the red zone already. The bend but not break defense is going to get a test right here.
47-yard gain for Sterling Thornton. Football at the Geneseo 13-yard line. Single back. Thornton in the gun with motion. Fakes the handoff up the middle. And Himmelman comes down the line to make the stop. Gets some help over there as well.
Number 2,
but Thornton has it to about the 10.
Quarterback option up the middle, making the tackle for Geneseo.
They'll mark it at the 9.
Drew Himmelman. Gain of about 5 on the play, makes it 2nd down, the Golden Warrior.
Drew Himmelman gets a stop there, right at the middle, the big guy.
Well, we heard this is a nifty quarterback, and he really is good.
He's a junior, 6'1", 180. Handoff to Escalada, and he slips as he tries to make a cut.
Slips up at the line of scrimmage.
And it brings up a 3rd and 5 from the 8-yard line. Sterling on the move here, 9:15 to play in the first quarter, and we're scoreless. Escalante, who had the last carry, is their second leading rusher. He's going to split out in the slot to the left side. 3rd and 5. They'll spread things out. Thornton will take it himself, looking for a lane up the middle, has it to about the 5. Geneseo closes in and keeps him short of the first down. Sterling now has a decision. It's going to be 4th and 1 from the Geneseo 5.
What a time for this defense to come right away and show what they're all about early.
This is a very interesting call here. Sterling's going to go for it. They don't want to try to settle for a field goal at this point. You really want to stop here if you're a Leaf fan.
Leaf fans to their feet.
They do have a good field goal kicker, but they will go for it on 4th and 1 from the Geneseo 5-yard line. Movement before the snap by Sterling, and that's going to draw a 5-yard penalty and push the Warriors back to the 10. And that might change this play call. Looks like the field goal team's coming in.
4th and 7 is a lot tougher, and they are going to try to get 3.
8:23 to play. Geneseo trying to keep Sterling off the scoreboard here, but looks like the Golden Warriors will try and settle for a field goal. It looked like this penalty off.
Looked like the Leafs might have done one of those shifts they like to do when it gets close. You yell shift by one of those linebackers, and when the defensive front shifts, sometimes you can get an offensive lineman to get a little jumpy there on a big play, 4th and 1.
Antonio Diaz, he's 2 for 4 on field goals. He has a long of 39. This is from 26 yards out from the right hash. It's blocked, and Geneseo catches the ball. It's Tyler Mackey at the goal line, and they said he can't return it or he was in the end zone. But Geneseo comes up with their 2nd blocked field goal of the season. Lane Akery had one earlier this season against LaSalle Peru. Let's see who got a hand on it possibly. Might have been Himmelman.
I don't think that was a really good call because I don't think Tyler was in the end zone when he caught that ball, and he got some yardage out of that. But nonetheless, the Leafs have the football. It's a great stop. The 0 is still on the board.
Wow, and how quick that changed the momentum. Sterling had it going down the field, and the Leafs, a big stop there. That's where this defense gets the offense going. Now the offense has got the momentum.
On first down, Acree, left side. Lane Acree, the fullback, and the senior with the 3-yard run to about the 23. This offensive line, we were talking before the game started, this has not changed all year. This lineup, Geneseo's been able to stay away from the injury bug, but up front it's Jacob Beath at center. The guards are Carson Krause and Zach Shefsky. Those are all 3 seniors. And the left tackle is Sam Thomas. He's a sophomore. And the left tackle is Jacob Van Doren.
Both sides of the football have remained very well intact this year. A couple little sick bugs once in a while, but no major injuries. And this is basically the lineup that we started in week 1.
Yeah, and it's a surprise to me when you look at it because it was such a young group coming in. You didn't know how it was going to play out, but it's played out well for the Leafs.
On 2nd and 7, this play going nowhere as they tried to sweep out to the right side. And it's Ryan Pitra who's gang tackled back at the 21. It's a loss on the play and brings up 3rd and about 8 with 7:34 to play in the first quarter. No score between Geneseo and Sterling.
This is a great opportunity to see if they can put the ball up in the air. Sterling obviously will be expecting something to Himmelman. If not, they'll be probably looking for that counter.
Greg Rusk at quarterback. Will hand it off to Joey Medina, trying to sweep around left, and he's got the corner, and he's going to be just shy of the first down, driven out of bounds on the far sideline around the 28-yard line. We'll see the punt team for the Green Machine.
Looks like he had some running room around that left side. Fell just a couple short. Actually, they forced him out of bounds. It looked like he was within 2, but he's actually about 3 or 4.
Greg Rusk averaging 34 yards per punt this season is going to stand at his own 15-yard line. And Sterling sends back Turner Morse. He's a sophomore standing around the 40-yard line. And the officials blow their whistle. They'll come in.
If the Leafs are going to be backed up, 5 yards on this one.
False start, 64 offense.
False start penalty.
Officials selling the guy out.
Yeah. They don't do that much in high school,
no.
but he just laid him right out there, put him under the bus.
Everybody's looking at their programs now.
65.
Geneseo to punt. It's now 4th and 8, and Turner Morse is going to cheat up to about the Geneseo G at midfield. Good punt by Greg Russ, sends it up high, and it's going to be bobbled and dropped. It's on the ground, and Geneseo recovers it at the 40-yard line.
It's a fight down there.
Yeah, there's the signal. There's the signal.
Got to give credit to Joey Medina right in there in the mix of it.
Hit him right in the shoulder pad. Joey Medina on the spot. First man to it. Everybody fighting, but Medina didn't give it up.
During the play, sideline warning, Geneseo, only a warning.
Geneseo will have the football at the Sterling 40-yard line. 6:49 to play in the first quarter. No score. And Geneseo called, as you heard there, for the sideline warning. I'd be excited too.
Well, It's hard not to lose a little containment over there. But after they gave them the warning, the players didn't move. The coaches had to go up and down the sideline. They didn't know what they was even calling.
Yeah, especially as the playoff season gets closer, you'll see the refs cut down on that.
Lane Acree, first down, run up the middle, has a first down inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line.
And he's again one ankle tackle away from breaking something right there. Nice hole up the middle. Offensive line surge was fantastic.
Acree getting those tough yards up the middle this season, comes in with 75 carries, tied for first with Ryan Pitra for those rushing attempts.
A lot of these Geneseo Sterling matchups are won by the fullback. A lot of times it's push it right up the middle. How many yards can he get?
Medina in motion behind the backfield, gets the call. No, that's Pitra. Pitra stood up and backing up and finally brought down at about the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They're one, as you mentioned, Zach, by the yardage the fullback gets. But boy, that offensive line has got to have a really nice surge in order for that to work. And this young line that we've been talking about all year long is really growing up. They're really, really maturing here. As the competition increases, their ability seems to be developing.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway through this first quarter, no score. Geneseo with the football, 2nd and 9 from the Sterling 29. Medina takes the pitch, sweeps to the left, and a short run to the 27. It's going to set up a 3rd and 8 for the Green Machine.
Well, this Sterling unit doesn't look like one that's given up a lot of points. They're fired up right now. Leafs captured a great deal of momentum, and they were really on fire after that fumble. First after the stop, and then after the fumble. But Sterling is really hanging in there. They could get the slump shoulder thing going right here, but they have not.
Alex Disher split out wide right. Drew Himmelman is going to line up at the tight end position to the left. Double wing set on 3rd and 8. Akery with the penalty flag thrown, takes the handoff, and he stood up right away and driven back. We'll check the penalty that was thrown from the linesman.
If that's against the Leafs, Sterling can refuse this one because it was not a dead ball.
Didn't see too much on the replay there, but
illegal shift, it looks like, on the Leafs.
So we'll see. I think Sterling will take this penalty. If they decline, it'll be a 4th down and 9. If they take it, it'll be 3rd and 14. And they're looking over the Sterling sideline to get an answer, and I think they're going to decline it.
If they were to look at Ryan Ganson here, the wind is at his back. And they are going to do just that.
Well, I don't see Ganson in there.
No, he's not. I'm sorry.
We're going to punt from the 27?
No.
Looks like it.
4th down.
No.
Number 4, Greg Ruskin, punt formation.
4th down and 8 from the Sterling 27, and Geneseo is going to choose to punt. We'll play the field position. Rusk will send one up, a spiral, and got too much of it, and into the end zone. So Sterling gets the touchback and takes over at the 20-yard line.
On their own 20-yard line.
Sometimes that's one of those things that plays out a little better in your head when you can somehow get a pooch kick over to the far side, Rusk. But you know, it's hard to do, to get that, pin them down inside.
So we'll see Sterling for the 2nd time here in this first quarter. 4:38 to play. No score between the Green Machine and the Golden Warriors. And Sterling on their last possession started from their own 25, took it inside the 10-yard line, and Geneseo blocked a field goal.
That could have been a 45-yard field goal attempt by Ganson. Must have been a reason why not.
Tailback gets the call. Brandon Dennis. And Dennis has a run of 4 yards out to the 24-yard line.
Ball carrier making the open field tackle for Geneseo, number 2, Cooper Humphreys.
Cooper Humphreys makes the stop for Geneseo. He's at the rover position tonight. Tyler Mackey at safety. In the corners are Jordan Shanowski and Will Daniels. 2nd down and 6. Football just shy of the 25-yard line. Sterling Thornton, the quarterback, takes the snap, comes up the middle, and he's hit at the 28. Geneseo.
That was Justin Scott that met him head on.
Stopped him right in his tracks.
Stopped him cold. And once again, a big 3rd down.
Sterling has some good size on that offensive line.
And 2 yards to go.
It's amazing how many critical 3rd down plays Leafs have already faced this here in the first quarter.
Trying to get Sterling off the field here on a 3rd and 2.
Sterling only 35% on their 3rd down conversion, so they've kind of struggled all year on that.
Strong side to the right, and
Thornton's
wrapped up. It's Jacob Yarger who comes in and gets down by the ankles and drops him for a loss on the play, and now we'll see the Sterling punt team.
Great job by Jake Yarger. When you got a quarterback like that is a dual threat, that's when you have a guy responsible for the quarterback, a guy responsible for the running back, and Yarger just doing his job there, and quarterback had the ball that time.
Great quickness by Yarger. He just split that gap.
Under 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Sterling to punt the football from their own 26-yard line with Devin Haxby and Quinn Singbush back around the 40. This one going towards Sing Bush. He's going to field it and make the catch with contact at midfield. And the flag comes in from the lines judge. Probably did not give Sing Bush enough room here to make that catch.
No, he actually had a hold of Sing Bush before he caught the ball, it appeared. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's a pretty big mark-off.
They're going to tax some yardage on this. Leafs are going to get the ball in Sterling territory in great field position here.
Oh, it's an illegal block in the back on the Leafs.
No, that can't be.
Coach Johnson not agreeing with it.
You can't tackle the punt receiver before he catches the football.
Well, not a call that the Geneseo sideline agrees with, or the fans.
16.
And they call the legal block in the back. And so Geneseo will not have the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
And, you know, it takes a lot to get Coach Johnson wound up, but that was absolute. They blew that call. I'm sorry.
Ball back at the 40-yard line of Geneseo on first down. Acree fake to him, give it to Pitcher. He's got room to run to the 40. Pitcher at the outside, the 50, down the near sideline. Has a first down run inside the Sterling 40-yard line. Stopped at the 37.
And that's how you answer back after a call like that when things aren't going your way, right around the right side.
It took one play to get it right back where it was supposed to be in the first place. Leafs have first and 10.
7-yard line.
23-yard run for Ryan Pitra, and Geneseo has it at the Sterling 37. 2:25 to play in a scoreless first quarter. Medina in motion. Acree with the handoff. He's got room to run to the 30 and wrapped up at the ankles and brought down at the 29. It's an 8-yard run.
Once again, a great line search. It was a nice hole for him. Safety had to come up and make the stop. He's one man away from breaking something again.
Yeah, and coming right up to the line, you saw the guard there, Nick Anderson, pointing things out, talking, getting their right reads, and that's why plays like this, that's why the running backs always got to give love to their offensive line.
Josh Beard's in a split out wide to the left. Pitra in motion down the line. The defense almost jumped, and Medina gets the call, and he's hit for no gain. And again, the crowd looking for a penalty. Looks like Sterling may have come across into the neutral zone, but the officials did not see it that way. And they did, on the replay, did move forward, but I guess not enough to get in that neutral zone. It's setting up a third and a long 1 yard for the Green Machine, with Grant Pritchard, number 73, making a rare appearance in this offense.
Well, they got to get back to that 27-yard line once again for that first down. That was that spot where we just had it a few moments ago.
Play clock under 10, and Geneseo's going to call a timeout to talk about this critical third down play. Third and less than 2 yards when we come back. Football at the Sterling 29-yard line. 1 minute and 1 second to play in a scoreless first quarter.
Grant is not a typical play runner, and there was just a little confusion there. Coach Johnson is straightening it out right now.
And I'll tell you, I've heard some of these plays. When they're running them out there, it's blue, river, right, left. I mean, it's a long sequence to remember, and that's something that I know some of these guys have said it's difficult to be able to run those out there and get those out there in the right form. You miss one word and it changes the play.
That's why there's usually a couple guys and they just kind of stick with it.
Yeah.
Geneseo, second time they've been inside the 30-yard line in this first quarter. They're facing a 3rd and 2, a manageable down to pick up a first down here with 3 in the backfield lined up. It's Acree with the first down run inside the 25. Acree stopped at the 24-yard line. They'll move the chains, and Geneseo will have a new set of downs.
Well, I bet Coach Johnson's happy he got that first down with all the confusion, and he didn't want to make that decision again at the 27-yard line, what to do on 4th down again.
Geneseo will line it up with a double wing formation. Medina in motion to left, counter play back to Pitra coming up the middle, cuts it back to the 10, the 5, it's a Green Machine touchdown, Ryan Pitra. Be the 10th caller every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. One winner per season and must redeem within 1 week. La Roma Pizza 944-6171.
And that's just the Geneseo play, the counter on the right side. That's where they get you, and that's the bread and butter if you go way back in Geneseo history.
One pizza per season, the way the Leafs are scoring, I think everybody's going to get one.
Getting that way, isn't it? Extra point on its way from Ryan Ganson. Sends it up high and through the uprights. It's good. 7-0 Geneseo with 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ryan Pitra with the touchdown run. That is his 10th rushing touchdown.
Nothing too fancy, just going back to that counter, and it kind of threw off the Golden Warriors. They've been looking for that big play. They've been getting some good stops on the corner, but sometimes just running it right up the middle is where you throw them off.
5 plays, 60 yards is a scoring drive, 2 minutes and 2 seconds, a 24-yard touchdown run by Ryan Pitra. Ryan Ganson with the extra point. And Geneseo's going to come back out with their kickoff team.
Kicking off for the
Senior night.
Ryan Ganson.
And senior Ryan Pitra with a couple of nice runs there. Not only the touchdown, but he had that 23-yard run to start that drive off from the 40-yard line.
Several turns of events in the first quarter. The Sterling Golden Warriors took the ball down the field to the, where did they stall on? About the 4-yard line?
Yep.
Before they got the penalty. And it looked a little bit bleak for the Leafs, and that penalty really set them back. Blocked field goal attempt, and it's been all Leafs ever since.
Geneseo winning the special teams game here in the first quarter. Ganson's going to drive this one all the way down inside the 5 into the end zone, and it's a touchback as it bounces in there.
Ball goes back into the end zone for a touchback. Sterling has a 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Geneseo forcing Sterling in a 3-and-out last series. We'll try to do the same here as we get close to winding down this first quarter. 7-0 Geneseo.
Nice job at getting that first score in here before the end of the first quarter. This is a Sterling team that is really hot right now and really getting everything going at the right time. They lost game 1, but 5 straight wins. They've been a big win over Morris in double overtime. So it's good to answer first here for the Leafs.
First down play. Thornton takes it himself, coming to the right side. It's a 2-yard run to the 22 as he's hit immediately and taken down by Lane Acree.
Jacob Scott in there after that great play on 3rd down last series, gets back in there this series. I believe it was Justin Scott also in there on the bust.
2nd and 8. With 10 seconds to play in the first quarter, play clock at 15. Does Sterling run a play, or they just let it run out? Quarterback standing straight up. Thornton watching the clock from his view, and they will take it down, and we will end this quarter. The Green Machine will take a 7-0 lead against Sterling here at home with a Ryan Pitra touchdown, and we'll be back to the second quarter after this.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
We begin the second quarter with Geneseo out in front of Sterling 7-0. This is Lauren Lemke with Bob Pettit and Zach Mackey, our 20th season for TV50, bringing you Green Machine football in the 100th year of high school football in Geneseo, and what a year it's been here for the Green Machiners.
Sterling ran out the clock at the end of that quarter so they could regroup, try to get make sure they're all on the same page offensively, and besides that, they have the wind at their back as we begin the second quarter.
See if they use that and take a shot down the field. Thornton's in a roll to left with pressure coming. He throws the ball, completes the pass. It's a first down pass out to the 32-yard line as Cooper Humphreys is there to defend it and bring down their wide receiver, Jordan Asbury, who has his 6th catch of the year. Thornton completing 45% of his passes coming into this game with over 400 yards, and looks like Sterling might go more to that passing game. That run game was somewhat effective in that first quarter. And running back tripped up and taken down by Jacob Yarger, who's in the backfield again.
Jacob Yarger has definitely earned himself some playing time. Yeah. He's in the backfield so quick. I don't think he realized I don't think the quarterback even knew he was there.
We do have a flag on the
shot
play.
Between the center and the guard, and a loss on the play, and a flag is on the field as well. So let's check the call here from the official.
Substitution. Split in, not inside the numbers after the ready for play. Offense, penalty decline. Second down.
Legal substitution called on Sterling. Geneseo will decline the penalty and take the loss on the play.
And that's kind of a weird call. You would think the Sterling coaching staff would be on that. That split end was on the other side of the numbers. You got to be inside the numbers. So I guess he knows now.
So does Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. Happens everywhere.
Second down and 14. They'll change the down marker on the far side. Thornton to throw. Completes the pass. A short pass to the 32 and driven out of bounds on the coverage again is Cooper Humphreys for Geneseo. They go to their leading receiver, Turner Morse, a sophomore. Stop at the 31. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third down.
Now it's 3rd and 11.
Cooper with a great tackle. Hit him just head on, drove him right through the sidelines.
2 receivers on this right side with motion in the backfield. Thornton's on a roll to the left and loses his footing, and down he goes. I think he was trying to get around one of his players and just looked kind of awkward as he went down, and a loss on the play. It's going to be a quarterback sack.
Lane Acre's going to get credit for the sack, but the entire defensive line was in there. Jacob Yarger right behind him.
10:50 to play in the second quarter. Geneseo 7, Sterling 0, and the Green Machine will get the football back here as Quinn Singbush and Devin Haxby stand near the Geneseo G at midfield. Running punt. Spiral coming down to Singbush at the 48, and he's taken down immediately. So Geneseo still has good field position, and they'll start from their own 46-yard line.
Haxby coming over trying to make that block, just kind of couldn't get around Singbush to get that block made.
Jacob Heffelfinger. Maple Leaf Center, 1st and 10 on their own 45.
Geneseo scoring on their last drive. The only score of the game. Came with 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. We're now at the 10:31 mark of the second. Geneseo's going to line up here with the Himmelman split to this near sideline, checking with the official, make sure he's lined up correctly. Rusk under center. Hands it off, Lane Acree, off the right side into Sterling territory to the 49.
And that's something that the Leafs haven't had in the past. They're able to spread those two ends out, and the Golden Warriors are thinking pass, and then the run game opens up that much more. This Leafs pass threat has just made the run game even that much stronger.
They don't use it that often, but they don't know when it's coming.
Yeah.
They have to respect it.
Acree lined up behind Rusk, and Medina comes down the line, gets the handoff on the jet sweep, and a first down run for senior Joey Medina, number 44. He has it down to the Sterling 40-yard line. Now you start seeing Geneseo get into the flow of things with their 3 running backs, making it really difficult for the Sterling defense to figure out who's going to get the football. Rusk will check with the sideline. He looks him over, has him set. We'll toss it out to Pitra, looking for room on the right side, and he's taken down Eye the ankles at the 40, no gain on the play.
34, Petra, the ball carrier, tackled at the line of scrimmage by number 11, Rafael Escalante.
Escalante, the running back, also plays defense, and he did a nice job of kind of submarining that play. Got in on Pitcher as he's waiting for his blocks to develop.
Josh Beard coming in from the sideline, 9:30 to play before halftime. It's 7-0. Green Machine over Sterling. Football at the Sterling 40-yard line. Lane Akery up the middle to the 30. Akery into the secondary. Is double teamed and brought down at the 28. It's a first down run.
43, Akery, the ball carrier, tackled from behind by number 54.
Geneseo, no huddle. They go quickly back to the line of scrimmage, so they're giving Sterling a taste of their own medicine here. And I like that.
The Leafs have been continuing this pretty much this whole drive very effectively. Nice touch.
Medina takes the call. Slips through a couple defenders and then is wrapped up finally after slipping through a few more. And he's actually down to the 22-yard line. Looked like he was going to be stopped at the 25, got 3 more yards.
He did pick up a couple after he was hit, just kind of slithered off the side. Pushed himself forward.
Hard-nosed runner. Didn't stop at the first contact.
No huddle offense for Geneseo. Russ to throw. Quick pass to Himmelman. He's hit. As the ball comes in, it's knocked free and incomplete.
Seems weird to even hear you say it. No huddle offense for Geneseo.
They were busy this week. They were busy little guys.
That incomplete pass sets it up 3rd and 5. And Geneseo's going to go back to the more conventional way and break from the huddle and come up to the line of scrimmage. Disher's going to go wide right out by the 20-yard line. It's Himmelman to the left, split out wide, and in the pistol, looking that way to throw to the right, is Russ to Pitra, completes the pass, first down as he goes out of bounds along the Sterling sideline. Little quick pass to Ryan Pitra, and he used his speed to pick up the first down.
Leafs moving the ball very methodically. Wearing the Warriors down. The Sterling Warriors defense is starting to tire. You can see the shoulders starting to slump.
8:34 to play in the second quarter. Clock is moving. Geneseo up 7-0. Rusk under center will take the snap. Sterling trying to anticipate it. And Pitra gets caught in the backfield, slips away, one defender, and springs forward close to the 12-yard line.
Ryan Pitra have to make something out of nothing. Had a blitzing linebacker that the line wasn't able to pick up right there.
Just too many Golden Warriors. He slipped a couple tackles, but there's too many waiting for him.
It's a 2nd and 7 coming up for the Green Machine as they are moving down the field against Sterling, heading to the north end zone. Akery and Medina in the backfield. It's Akery running behind Medina, springs, breaks a tackle, springs forward and gets to about the 5-yard line. I think he's got the first down.
Dragging the whole seal right up to the 5-yard line.
He looked like he was down just past the line of scrimmage. Just keeps on going, keeps on going.
He actually lost the football. He took a look back at it. He fumbled the ball and picked it up.
Wow.
His knee was very close to touching the ground. They did not call it, so they'll at least get the advantage of that call.
Picking the ball up, keep going, doesn't matter what happens. Gain yards.
3rd and short, less than a yard from the 6-yard line of Sterling. Geneseo with the ball in the lead. Pitra second back through, slides his way through. Does he have a touchdown? He's very close, and he's going to be just shy inside the 1-yard line.
2 arms went up, but they were not the officials. They were one of the Green Machine players. He's got to be close. A little sidestep by Pitcher, did a really nice job trying to find that hole.
Here comes Grant Pritchard, number 73.
Get another shot at running the play in.
He's not going to get the ball. We're not going to do a refrigerator parry over here.
No fridge.
He's lined up on the right side. They'll run the other way to the left. Medina puts his head down. He's got the ball across the goal line. It's a touchdown for Geneseo. 10th caller to La Roma Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. 1 winner per season and must redeem within 1 week. La Roma Pizza 944-6171.
He made that by about a yard. I'm not sure why it took so long for the officials to signal that. Maybe nobody just got a good look at it, but he was well in.
Extra point pending from Ryan Ganson, who's waiting the snap. Disher puts it down from Josh Beard, and this one's going off to the right, and no good. So the score remains 13-0. Green Machine, 6:51 to play in this first half.
Got that strong wind coming at you. It's kind of tough to play sometimes as a kicker.
Geneseo going on that scoring drive, starting from their own 46-yard line, and mixed it up on the way down there. Different running backs, different plays, and nice little swing pass to Ryan Pitcher. Lane Akery did a lot of work up the middle, and Joey Medina finished it off with a 1-yard touchdown run. 11 plays, 54 yards, took 3 minutes and 40 seconds on that scoring drive, and it's 13-0 Green Machine.
With that no-huddle offense, though, they cut the time of possession down. That would have been a 6-minute drive if you take your huddles.
And an effective drive, though, with that no huddle.
Oh, it's fun to watch.
And on senior night, Joey Medina has a touchdown, and that's for Joey this season. That's his 6th rushing touchdown.
Ryan Ganson kicking off for Geneseo.
Joey's had a really good senior season, really coming in here. He's got 419 yards coming into tonight's game. A fantastic job so far.
We'll see if the score presses Sterling into maybe changing up their game plan and maybe trying to throw the football a little more, as Ganson's going to kick off and send this one short towards the Geneseo sideline. It's going to finally roll out of bounds, and that draws the penalty flag, and that's going to give Sterling the ball in their best starting position tonight.
Alex Disher flying down the sideline, trying to get that before it went out of bounds. You know, you just got to love a guy who hasn't played football in the past. He's got such an instinct for the game.
Really does.
I'm just amazed.
Yeah.
You know, you got to really, really love this game to try to make that play that he just tried to make.
Yeah, and I talked to some of these players. He's a guy that's always going at practice, just got a motor, always moving, always trying to get better.
Sterling has a 1st and 10 on their own.
So here's Sterling. They've been shut out so far by this Green Machine defense. Thornton fake handoff, tries it on the keeper, and does not get much here. Drew Himmelman's there to meet him, and he also got some help on the play as well from Grant Pritchard.
Jacob Yarger also on the bottom of that pile, and Himmelman hit him high, which is easy for him to do. Yeah, there was a host of tacklers in on that one.
So a 1-yard gain for Sterling. They're facing a 2nd and 9 from their own 36-yard line. Players looking to the coaching staff from Sterling to get the play. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field on the left side. Thornton takes the snap, and Sterling moved beforehand. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Golden Warriors.
Once again, you can see the disgust on the kind of the body.
And
go ahead.
The guy that moved was the center right there. It was a center kind of jumped, and I mean that's where you got, you know, your guys right up the middle. You got Jake Yarger just going at it, and it gets that center a little nervous to snap the ball and get ready to block.
The body language of these Sterling Warriors is just not looking good right now. It's at least need to capitalize on that.
2nd and 14 to throw. Thornton over the middle. His pass is dropped as number 8 for Sterling. Brandon Dennis may have heard some footsteps.
That had to be footsteps because it hit him right in a bad place, right in the hands. It was a well-thrown ball, and he was wide open.
Pass out to the 45 would have been a 1st down from Sterling, but they dropped the pass. And we have 5:51 to play in this first half. Geneseo up 13-0. The time and score sending out there to Captain Green and Queen.
That was Quinn Singbush high and Tyler Mackey low. Even though he got the punishment, even though he missed the ball.
Pressure coming as Thornton drops back, eludes one defender, puts a pass towards the sideline. It's caught. It's a 1st down near midfield into Geneseo territory at the 46, and quite a stick there between Cooper Humphreys and Quinn Singbush, but it's a 1st down.
And somewhere breaking the coverage, because he was wide open on the far side, was the Warrior. Standing there waiting for a little bit, number 12, Turner Morrissey.
And Turner Morrissey is down right now. He caught the pass, and after he stood up, he just immediately went down to the ground, and then he's right out here in front of us, in front of the Geneseo sideline.
Looked like a knee maybe they're kind of messing with, but coach is in no hurry to get over here.
He got twisted up when he was double teamed and tackled. Geneseo gives up the first down. Sterling's going to have the football at the Geneseo 46 when we resume play after this injury timeout.
Once again, you got to give kudos to Sterling Thornton, though, because that was he was had in the backfield once and almost twice. He did get tackled just as he released the ball, and he released that ball under pressure just right on the numbers. Pretty nifty guy back there.
We're going to get some up-to-date stats here from WT. He's putting it together for us. Here's the card. Ryan Pitcher in this first half is 7 carries for 53 yards. All of the Geneseo running backs have 7 carries apiece. There's some balance for you. 42 yards for Lane Akery and 31 for Joey Medina. And Thornton on the ground, 11 carries for 66 yards. And a pass there that probably covered at least 20 yards.
Turner Morrissey, he's a guy that plays both ways just as a sophomore out there. So a big hurt if he's out for an extended period of time for the Warriors.
He doesn't appear to be impaired badly as he's walking off. Probably had to do a brief concussion test or just had to make sure the precautions are taken. But he looks like he'll be back in soon.
He's their leading receiver. He's caught half the passes completed by Sterling Thornton, and the Golden Warriors have it 1st and 10 from the Green Machine 46-yard line as the clock starts. 5:35 to play in the first half. Green Machine up 13-0 to throw the football again. A low pass. It's incomplete.
Pass intended for number 1.
The ball looked like it was tipped. Didn't catch the player who tipped that, but he again had a wide open receiver about 5-6 yards downfield. It must have been Himmelman. No, it wasn't Himmelman that time.
It was one of our linebackers out there. Might have been Pitra.
Yeah, they're both 6'8".
Sweet play. Escalante, short run to the Geneseo sideline. He'll get a 4-yard run to the 42. It's 3rd and 6 for Sterling.
And once again, the Leafs find themselves in kind of a critical 3rd down situation here. If they can get a stop here, they may force Sterling to punt. At least make a decision.
Tyler Mackey, Quinn Singbush, Cooper Humphreys, and Jordan Shanowski, the secondary for Geneseo. Up front, it's Yarger, Akery, and Himmelman with 4 linebackers cheating up for Geneseo. On 3rd and 7, Geneseo jumping off sides as Thornton was able to get them to move and into the neutral zone.
Yeah, this Geneseo defense has done a pretty good job all year being able to time up that snap. And with doing that, you got a lot of big plays, but you got a few small plays that hurt you and right there set you back 5 yards.
Well, they moved it 5 yards. They're about a yard short of the first down.
I think that was about a 5.5-yard penalty, though, he gave him.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I thought it might even gave Sterling a first down when he marked that off. I'm like,
when it's 3rd and 6, between 6 and 7, and you get a first down on a 5-yard penalty, the math doesn't work.
3rd and 1 from the Geneseo 37, and a whistle before the play is started, and we got a timeout on the field, and I think Sterling called it. Sterling's going to call their first timeout. So each team has 2 timeouts remaining in this first half. 5:26 to play. Second quarter, Geneseo 13, Sterling 0. Another shutout going so far for this Geneseo defense.
Yeah, we talk about this rivalry that the Leafs and the Golden Warriors have. It's a rivalry that, you know, both guys are going to bring all they got. And the Leafs right now have got the 13-0 lead. But I remember looking back to last year thinking about, you know, games like that. Coming out of the Sterling game was the most injured we were the entire year. This is, you know, probably wasn't the best team on the entire schedule that we played. It was just everyone brings it the whole time, and you're kind of banged up after these games. So that's another thing to think of as you're getting close to these playoffs is can you stay healthy too?
That's a good point. Geneseo's got some tough ones coming up yet, Ottawa and then DeKalb. So
that DeKalb team's good.
Over half a game to go yet here. Sterling's going to run for the first down. Sterling Thornton, the quarterback, has it. He's able to push his way inside the 35 to about the 33. That's going to get Grant Pritchard in up front, and Jacob Yarger's going to come out. So Sterling gets a new set of downs as they set it up at the Geneseo 34-yard line.
On the Geneseo 34-yard line.
Shanowski with single coverage on their wide receiver split out to the left. Motion in the backfield. Escalante takes the play fake from Thornton, and Thornton will keep it himself. And Justin Scott, along with Hartsock, make the tackle.
Thornton truly is a running back in the quarterback spot, and then he's also got an arm to go along with it. So very talented young man.
Waits for that play to develop in front of him and picks the spot to find the opening and move it forward. Gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the Geneseo 29. It's Escalante keeping the ball, and the running back for Sterling has it out to the 25, setting up a 3rd and 1 again for the Golden Warriors. 4.5 minutes to play before halftime. Geneseo up 13-0.
Seems like this Sterling team really likes to group the plays together. They were going with pass down a little bit. They look back to run, and now they're back in that running mode. They kind of like to group those plays together as they spread it out now.
Geneseo coming up here, pinching down. Thornton hit in the backfield. I think he's got enough momentum to get the first down as he stretches the ball out.
Oh, man.
So close there for the Geneseo defense in stopping him.
He got a great spot. He reached that ball out after he was down, and they're going to give it to him. It's still very close, but they gave him a really generous spot.
I think they're going to bring the chains in and measure here. The clock is stopped. Official timeout. 4:07 to play in the second quarter. And Geneseo up 13-0 over the Sterling Golden Warriors. Had to get to about the 24, just inside the 24-yard line. And the chains are coming in. They'll stretch them out and see how close they are. If they have the first down, or if it'll set up a 4th and inches.
Well, the Leafs are used to stiffening up down inside the red zone here.
It's a first down for Sterling. They continue the drive in the second quarter.
This is where they got to start digging in their heels.
This is huge right before halftime.
You know, you want to just kind of bring everybody, but Sterling will take that ball and throw it over your head if you bring everybody. So it's a tough defensive call right here for Coach Mackey.
Sterling's been picking up 5 or 6 yards on first down. See if Geneseo can keep them in a 2nd and long situation after this play. From the 24-yard line of Geneseo, Sterling takes the snap. It's Sterling Thornton with room to run to the 15, spins his way inside the 10, down to the 5, and stopped at the 3-yard line. It's setting up a 1st and goal for the Golden Warriors.
There was a huge hole on that left side. The Leafs had the middle all bottled up, and he just took that ball, went right around that left tackle. Everybody got sucked in tight.
Pulled their guard out and kicked one of our linebackers out of the way.
Yeah, give credit to that Golden Warrior offensive line. Fantastic job opening things up.
1st and goal for the Golden Warriors at the Geneseo 3-yard line with 3:38 to play in the second quarter. Double wing formation, quarterback sneak, has a push, but Geneseo able to keep him out of the end zone, but he's very close. Sterling says it's a touchdown. Neither one of the lines judge have made a call yet. And he's inside the 1, but so close to that yellow goal line.
About as close as you can be.
So this is the point where you need the break. You need somebody to jar that football loose. It's on the 1.5-foot line.
Geneseo has blocked a field goal in this first half, stopping Sterling on their first drive. From inside the 1, quarterback sneak, and the flag comes out. Looks like a movement before the ball by Sterling.
They did the shift, the same thing they did on the other end zone, and it worked.
It's just a matter of who they're going to call that on, but there's definitely movement. Lots of it.
Geneseo has nothing to lose by getting a penalty on them.
Half the distance.
They're going to lose 3 inches on that play.
There we go.
Recall Sterling had a 5-yard penalty in the first quarter that changed their call, and they had to kick a field goal. This is a big 5-yard penalty.
Huge.
for the Golden Warriors.
Puts it back to the 5. It'll be second and goal
Geneseo's 6-yard
versus
line.
second and inches from a touchdown.
It's a lot harder to get 5 yards in a foot than it is to get a foot.
2:55 to play. Clock is now moving. We're in the second quarter. Sterling threatening as Geneseo is trying to keep the Golden Warriors off the scoreboard, up 13-0. Escalante takes the play fake, and it's Thornton keeping himself, gets back to about the same spot inside the 1, setting up a third and inches.
As you mentioned, Zach, that Sterling Warrior offensive line is getting a great surge. The Leaf defensive line has got no room to give right now. They've got to come hard.
No huddle for Sterling. They go back to the line of scrimmage. Football inside the 1-yard line. Thornton's in the gun.
Just trying to spread the Leafs out.
Coming to his right, and another flag, or a whistle before the snap. I'm looking for a flag. I don't see one. And the officials are...
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, number 27, half the distance to the goal, third down.
And that's one of those things where it doesn't hurt you. You want your offensive line going. Want them going as quick. So what's it hurt if you jump and give an inch? I mean, you're just going, trying to get a big-time play.
So really...
Yeah, they got to try to time this snap and beat the guys off the line. That's the only chance they've got.
We'll see if Thornton goes under center and just tries to sneak it in. He was in the shotgun formation this last play. Looks like he's going under center now.
Bringing everybody.
And the head coach for Sterling comes in and wants to call a timeout. So we have a timeout on the field taken by Sterling. 1:54 to play in a dramatic first half here from Bob Reed Field. 13-0 Geneseo.
It shows you how much respect this defense has, too, when coaching staff is calling timeouts. They're having so much trouble when they started on that 1-yard line. So calling timeouts, wanting to make sure they're all on the same page just to get that 1-yard touchdown, which is so huge here before halftime.
I think this is going to be, Sterling's 6th play. They did have it first and goal from the 3. I think this is their 6th play coming up here with a couple penalties mixed in. Somewhere in there, maybe it's 5.
Thornton did cross the goal line on one of those plays, but it was called back on the, I don't know about the one on the movement, but on the one that the penalty was called prior to the snap. I saw the...
Lucky for the Leafs, it was called on them.
Yeah, even though it was against the Leafs, some of the Golden Warrior players kind of acted they were upset because that would have been a touchdown.
Well, it's time to, who can get the lowest here, get underneath the pads and push them back. We'll see if the Green Machine defense can stand like they did against Genoa Kingston in the playoffs last year. Quarterback keeper goes down low. No calling yet, but he's buried underneath a pile, and I think he's got enough in there to... And now the signal is made. It is a Sterling Golden Warrior touchdown. Wasn't by much.
The ball was sitting, the nose of the ball is touching the goal line. How do you know that ball is touching the goal line when his knee hits? You can't.
I've always thought if you can't see it right away, when you come into the pile, you don't know what's happening in the bottom of that pile.
Yeah.
If it's not blatant right there, it's hard to make that call.
Now his knee went down, and that ball wasn't where it ended up when his knee went down, but it's really strange.
Geneseo offsides before the snap of the ball on this extra point try by Sterling, and that's going to move the ball half the distance. We'll see if Sterling decides to go for 2 or if they continue just to kick the extra point. 13-6 is the score in the second quarter with 1:43 to play before halftime.
There have been some very strange, questionable calls in this ball game tonight. You know, in a game like this, when you get Geneseo Sterling, you always hope you really have a really good, competent squad, make it a fair game. You don't want the officiating to enter into it.
Antonio Diaz to kick the extra point with some pink shoes on, and it is good. It's 13-7. Sterling climbs within 6. It's a 6-point lead for the Green Machine here as we are under the 2-minute mark of the second quarter.
Goes to show you how big those point after touchdowns are when you start figuring things up.
Well, it's always better to be up by 6 than down by 6.
Right.
But you hope that extra point doesn't come into play.
Sterling with that key pass play from Thornton to Morrissey on a 3rd and 14, and then Thornton had a couple nice runs up the middle against this Geneseo defense to keep that drive going. Geneseo has time here if they want. Move the ball down the field. They will have the football to start the third quarter, so we'll see how Geneseo wants to play it here in the last minute and 43 seconds. 13-play scoring drive for Sterling. It went 65 yards, 5 minutes and 8 seconds, and a 1-yard touchdown sneak by their quarterback, Sterling Thornton. The extra point is good, and that's where we stand right now, 13-7 Green Machine.
Crazy to think that they took 13 plays to go 65 yards. Probably half of those plays were spent within 3 yards.
Well, Geneseo gives up their first touchdown in 2 games, but it was not easy to get by Sterling. End over end kick coming down inside the 5, fielded at the 3 by Devin Haxby. He's out to the 15. He's got room to run to the 25, and then is taken down on a solo tackle at the 27-yard line. Brent Gold with the stop for Sterling.
Had a little room to run, but the defender just reached out and grabbed him by the jersey and wrestled him down.
27-yard line.
Would have picked up another 5 to 10 easily had he not done that. If he'd been able to break that jersey loose.
2 timeouts remaining for Geneseo as they start from their own 27-yard line. Handed off, Lane Akery breaks a tackle, dragging a few defenders with him. A flag comes in from the back judge.
Might be a face mask.
Yeah, it's not a likely place for a holding. It's in that area, but it would be hard to see somebody holding in that pile. Yeah. Oh!
And hands to the face called on Geneseo. I don't know.
I think.
Yeah, he got it right this time.
Jacob Beath was getting hands right into the face on our replay.
Okay, he just pointed to the wrong direction.
He pointed in the wrong direction, and he's got that corrected, so the Leafs are going to tack on some yardage on top of that nice little 4-yard run.
59 defense, 10 yards added to the end of the run.
He's going to throw 59 under the bus now.
So the ball's going to be out to the 42-yard line after that penalty by Sterling, and Geneseo now with a minute 31 to play and less than 60 yards to go. Rusk under his center, Jacob Beath takes the snap, looks to throw over the middle, completes it to Himmelman at midfield. Himmelman has a first down to the Sterling 43-yard line. He was wide open there, nobody around him when he caught that pass.
Nice little jump pass. Hillman just releases down the middle. He can throw it as high as he wants or as low as he wants on that one because he was open.
Both inside linebackers for Sterling thought it was a run. They came up.
And that's where those play off each other like we've been talking about. When you have 2, you can go to the run, you can go to the air.
Out of the pistol formation with 1:10, clock moving in this second quarter. Rusk with pressure, looks over the middle, throws it up high, and the pass is intercepted by Sterling. Taken away, Himmelman there, and it was intercepted by Logan.
Warriors took over 1st and 10.
That's where you'd like to see the ball even higher when you got a big target like Drew. You know, a lot of guys can't go up that high, and that's where Drew could excel up in the higher region.
First interception of the season thrown by Greg Rusk, and it's the first interception thrown by a Geneseo quarterback since week 1 of last year.
Oh, Sterling now has
that's a good stat.
Sterling has a minute. Yeah, that is a good one.
So Sterling, a minute 4 to play with.
They've got a minute 4 to try to march 70 yards here, 71 yards, and the Leafs can't afford to give this up or the momentum would be a huge swing.
They'll start from their own 29. 3 receivers spread out to the right side. Thornton looks to his left, steps up, throws a ball with a flag down in the backfield, and over the head of his intended receiver on the far sideline, Jordan Asbury.
And they want the pass interference, but I don't see it. Both guys, it happened whenever the ball was in the air going after that ball.
Well, Shanowski was on the tackle, and it was very close, but that was really not a catchable ball. Shanowski actually hit him just as the ball was going over his head, which would be illegal defensive play.
That's a 10-yard penalty called against Sterling for holding. We'll move the football back to the 20-yard line, or is from the spot of the foul? From the spot of the foul, so.
You hate to give him that first down over, but you know the yardage is critical here.
Back to the 12-yard line. Now it's 1st and 27. And Sterling showing the shotgun formation. We'll see if Thornton just wants to keep it himself and run it. Escalante will take the call, and he stood up Short run, and Geneseo has 2 timeouts. Do they want to take one? They will let the clock run with 45 seconds to go.
I think they're probably going to be happy with a 13-7 lead at halftime.
Brings up 2nd down and 25 for the Golden Warriors.
Winding things down here in this first half of play, 13-7. Geneseo with the lead over Sterling.
And Sterling is just going to be happy with the fact that they're only down by 6.
2nd and 25. Play clock down to 10. Game clock is at 16. Thornton with the keeper, and the quarterback for Sterling has it out to the 24-yard line on what looks to be the final play of the first half. And the final seconds come off. Sterling gets on the scoreboard here late in the second quarter after Geneseo jumped out to a 13-7 lead, and that's where we stand at halftime. It's the Green Machine 13, Sterling 7.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Melissa Zakugas. Is your band ready?
Broadcast coming to you live from the Central Theater here in downtown Geneseo and brought to you every Saturday night by Hey Baba Reba Booba Pop. Now is the time in our program where we tell a story of adventure. And tonight's adventure is entitled Marvin the Merry. Sit back and allow your imaginations to travel with Marvin on this adventure. The Mayfly was moored off Madagascar near the mainland of Mozambique. Was the target of a mystical sea creature called Momo the Monster. That he munched on the Mayfly like a mere morsel. Miraculously, the mermaid helped Marvin make it around. May, Marvin was now marooned on a miserable uncharted island. He made attempts to catch a mackerel, but only saw a marlin jump, so he maintained on a diet of mostly coconut milk. was magnificent, but always muggy and moist. Eventually, he had grown a mustache and a macho mullet. Marvin managed to spell Mayday on the sandy beach using branches from a mango tree. To stay fit, Marvin maintained his mastery of mixed martial arts. He always thought of his favorite music, Chuck G.O.D. and Dave Matthews. He couldn't get it out of his mind. Big day on Monday, Marvin was rescued by some Marines who moved him to a merchant ship called the Macadamia. Adopted a marvelous marina on the island of Maui. Marvin was so marred by his mishap that he moved to a mountain village called Makueta, where he met his soulmate Madeline and they lived out their days in merriment. Geneseo, we're the winners. The men are good looking and all the children are well done. Join us again next Saturday night for another live broadcast. Radio Red Gophers. Good night,
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Ready for the second half of football from Bob Reed Field. Geneseo 13, Sterling 7. The Green Machine offense will go on the field here first, as we expect Geneseo to get the second half kickoff here and get it back in good field position. An even game in that first half. We looked at the first half stats here. Overall, Geneseo with 154 total yards of offense compared to 160 for Sterling in that first half. And for Sterling, it's been a one-man show for their quarterback, Sterling Thornton, who has 113 yards on the ground and has passed for 36 yards. So he has 149 of the team's 160 yards. And for Geneseo, it's been the balanced running attack from Lane Acree, Joey Medina, and Ryan Pitra. Acree has 8 carries and 7 runs for Medina and Pitra apiece, as they've totaled 131 yards on the ground, or 6 yards per carry. So we expect to have a tight second half here as well. It's been a fun night so far.
Sterling Thornton, obviously a talented player, but it's a lot easier to make adjustments when you have to stop one guy. Sterling had to go in and try to figure out how to make adjustments to stop an entire force, a balanced offense.
We'll see how those adjustments are made here at halftime and how this plays out in the second half. A whistle as the ball is kicked, and a flag down at the 40-yard line. We saw 10 penalties in that first half, 5 apiece for each team, and Sterling's called for offsides. You don't see that much. Somebody getting a little anxious on the special teams for the Warriors. Turnovers were even in the first half. Sterling turned it over on a special teams and punt return, and Geneseo threw an interception late in the second half that did not hurt the Green Machine.
Both teams were able to keep those numbers low, and that's key in a rivalry game like this. Don't give anyone any free chances.
So the penalty for being offsides is going to move the football back 5 yards to the 35, and Antonio Diaz will kick off from that spot. And that means Joey Medina and Devin Haxby will probably get a chance to return this, as they've moved up near the 15-yard line. Not too many kickoff returns this year for Geneseo, as they've kept a lot of their opponents off the scoreboard. Squib kick, rolling around, finally picked up by Medina, out to the 30-yard line to the 31. That's where we'll see the Geneseo offense come out here with 2 touchdowns in the first half, a touchdown run by Ryan Pitra and another touchdown by Joey Medina on the ground.
Let's hope that's the last time we see this kick return the rest of this contest.
First and 10 on their own 31-yard line.
That squib kick, created a little bit of havoc. It just kind of laid on the ground a while, but sometimes that's the kind you break. At least got good field position here. It started out.
Josh Beard, senior split end, is going to come out wide left, line up at the 30-yard line. Medina in motion in the backfield. It's Lane Acree, the fullback, with a lot of room to move up the field. He has a first down run out to the 44-yard line, as he didn't get touched till he's like 10 yards down the field.
I'm not sure there was a lot of room. There was a lot of guys hanging on him after a little while. He just kept on draining. But, yeah, he did. He had a nice head of steam up, and then there was about 7 guys jumped on his back, and he carried about 3 more.
Yeah, Acree had 47 yards in the first half, and just about all of that came right up the middle. Goes right back at it again to start the second half.
On 1st and 10, toss sweep, Pitra. And he's taken down for a loss on the play back to the 40-yard line, as Gould, number 40 for Sterling, makes the tackle on a solo stop.
Boy, with the naked eye, that looked like a face mask, but the official was standing right there. There was no call the way he got snapped down, but now it's just going to be just going to get him by the shoulder pad. Now at least got himself in a little bit of a tough situation, second and long.
4-yard loss on the play, 2nd and 14. Ryan Pitra's going to line up in the slot to the right, Beard out wide right with Rusk under center. Takes the snap from Jacob Beath, looks to his right, Throws, completes the pass. Joey Medina at the 45 to the 50. Medina close to that first down marker at the Sterling 47.
Pass from Rusk to Medina is
Rusk was 2 for 4 throwing the football in the first half.
It's hard to tell where he actually hit the ground because it looked like he rolled over the defender after when he went down. He never really hit the grass. He went right over the top of a couple white jerseys.
And that is a first down. It'll be a
first down.
14-yard pass play. And just the perfect number to get the first down there.
Yeah, took all that 14.
Joey Medina has his 5th reception of the season.
And thank you for your support of Geneseo Green Machine
And Geneseo has it at the Sterling 47-yard line on the move here in the first quarter. 10:32 to play. Up 13-7. Akery tripped up as he tried to get through the line of scrimmage. Some positive yards out to the 45.
Tripped was the perfect description, too, because there was a hole there, and it didn't look like anybody was going to tackle him, and he just tripped over somebody's leg. It might even been an offensive blocker.
In that first half, Geneseo and Sterling, I think Sterling had 31 plays from scrimmage, Geneseo of 26. And a little more time of possession for Sterling, but Geneseo went into that hurry-up offense, so that's probably the difference right there. 2nd down and 8 inside the 45-yard line of Sterling. It's the counter play to Pitra, up the middle to the 35. Pitra met head on, bounces off the defender and takes him with him down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Geneseo.
And again, the good old counter works right up the right side. That's the 2nd time that the Leafs have seen 20 or more yards off their counter play.
Yards after contact, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards after contact. Ryan Pitcher just keeps those legs driving. Outstanding run.
19-yard run for Pitra in the first half. He had 53 yards on 7 carries.
Also great ball faking because there's about half of the Sterling defense went with the fake.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 2nd back, it's Medina. He slips his way through for about 2 yards. Looked like he was going to be met at the line of scrimmage for little or nothing, and Joey squeezes his way through.
Yeah, nobody fooled on that play, but at this point in the field, small gains are good.
Opening drive of the 3rd quarter for the Green Machine, leading 13-7 against Sterling. At home here on Bob Reed Field. 9 minutes to play in the 3rd. Double wing formation on the 2nd and 8. Medina in motion behind Akery. Akery gets the call. Powers his way out to the 15. It looks like a first down.
Hard-nosed runner is Akery. Pounding ground on the ground, just putting the head down, keep going. He's another guy that you talked about, that yards after carry. Just keeps going. First guy can't bring him down.
Just short of that first down marker. It's 3rd and less than a yard. Drive started from the Geneseo 31. Football now at the Sterling 15-yard line. Pitra hit in the backfield. He's going to try to get to the 15 and pick up that first down. Looks like he's got it.
Picks up the first down for Geneseo.
They haven't called it on the field yet, but they called it.
They're still looking at it.
It is a first down.
So the chain gang decided to move before the official. They're just waiting for the official to turn around and tell them they knew it was a first down.
4-minute drive going on here for Geneseo as we near the 8-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Josh Beard wide right with Pitra and Akery in the backfield. Medina on the wing to the right. Now they shift the running backs, and they'll give a toss to Medina coming to his left. Medina caught from behind and twisted down to about the 13. It's a short run of 2.
They got some strong guys. We haven't been seeing a lot of that this year. We're going down by the jersey. They're got some nice grips. They're grabbing a hold of jerseys and shoulder pads and making stops. Got him by the leg too there, I guess, a little bit, but it was a very, very short gain. Once again, we got to compliment the offensive line of the Geneseo for this drive, just constantly trying to get a nice surge.
2nd and 9. It's Akery bouncing off one of his blockers behind Carson Krause, and not much there for the senior fullback. It's 3rd and long for Geneseo inside the Sterling 15.
A lot of Warriors. They've been doing a good job at shutting down the corners. The Leafs haven't had a lot of opportunities to go around the sides any point as Lane Ankery hobbles off.
Yeah, he's feeling it in the knee. Kind of got it twisted the wrong direction here. Again, that's a player you're not going to want to do without.
Cole Hunzacker will take his spot at the fullback position as Geneseo looks at a 3rd and 9. Himmelman at the tight end position on the right side. Toss sweep. Pitra coming to the right with some blocks. Sterling strings it out, though, and they make the tackle for no gain on the play as Escalante is there again, showing his speed and dropping Pitra. Now does Geneseo go for a field goal here, which would be about a 32-yard try for Ryan Ganson, and they bring him out. Here comes number 10.
This is the end of the field where they missed the extra point with that crosswind, kind of in their face and a little bit of a crosswind. It's really hard to play that wind because if you try to play it to the left and expect it to blow to the right, you might hook it.
Alex Disher's going to put the block down at the 21-yard line. We'll call this a 31-yard field goal for senior Ryan Ganson. Out of the snap from Josh Beard. Ball's on the block. Kick is on its way. And it is good.
Right down the middle.
1-yard field goal.
Wow, great job by the senior on the big stage tonight, senior night. 31 yards, and then he had the wind coming at him, had a couple of yards from that.
Second field goal made by Ryan Ganson this season. It comes at a big time because now pushes that score to 9 points or 2 scores.
And they cleared the crossbars by at least 10 or 15 yards.
Absolutely, and we see Lane Ankery getting attended to down there on the training table, but we talked about it during the halftime. That's where it's nice when a guy like Lane has to go down, something happens, you have this balanced attack. You got Joey Medina and Ryan Pitcher that have just the same amount of carries here tonight.
That field goal is very critical after that missed extra point. Made it a 6-point deficit. Now you got as you mentioned, a 2-score situation here. 9 points is, it takes 2 times to get down that field.
Geneseo with about 10 minutes of possession time in that first half. They just went on a 6-minute and 12-second scoring drive. 12 plays, 55 yards, ends with a 31-yard field goal by Ryan Ganson. We're at 16-7, 5:48 to play in the third, and here's Ganson to restart the game. End-over-end kick, bouncing at the 3. The receiver fell down by Sterling, and he picks the ball up. And that's a strange play as he gets it back out to about the 12-yard line.
He not only slipped and fell, he looked like he couldn't get up. I thought we were going to have life alert out there. Help, I slipped and I fall. I can't get up.
By number 31, Gunnar Gaines, and number 37, Cole Hunzinger.
Hunzinger on the tackle.
1st and 10 for Sterling.
And so Sterling starting in a hole inside the 15 back to the 13-yard line. That was Turner Morrissey, who had a short return there for the Warriors. Well, Sterling Thornton, number 2, is the man to key on here for the Geneseo defense. Officials want to restart the play clock.
Well, the offensive adjustments that they at least made at halftime netted them 3 points. Let's see what the defensive adjustments do here in the second half.
Whoa, that's a big hit right there on the first down play as Thornton got 2-timed at around the 16-yard line.
There was a 3 on the bottom of that pile. It might have been Justin Scott. Might have been Jacob Beath. Yeah, Jacob Beath hit him head on. Oh, my goodness.
Justin Scott was right there, too. They read that play. 3-yard run, 2nd and 7 for Sterling. Thornton hit as he hands it off. Short run to the 20, and Sterling's looking at about a 3rd and 4 on their opening drive of the third quarter, trailing 16-7 to Geneseo.
That was Jacob Yarger making sure that Thornton didn't make any yardage on that. He was eyes on the quarterback.
Under 5 minutes of play in the third quarter. Geneseo up 16-7. Sterling with the football, 3rd and 4 from their own 20-yard line with motion in the backfield. Thornton fakes the handoff.
Oh, this is going to be very close.
He's going to be close, yes.
Very close, depending on the spot.
And that was all stopped up right in the middle there. Jacob Yarger got a great push off the line right away. Stop. Thornton had no hole to run through.
Jacob Beath on the tackle for
Thornton at
Geneseo.
6'1", just stretching himself out, and looks like he has a first down. They're moving the markers and resetting the chains.
That's really strange. Our chain gang was moving before the official had signaled again. I thought that was very close.
Did not get it by much.
This could be an illegal substitution, breaking the huddle with 12. As one player goes running off the field there.
Doesn't appear they're going to call that.
Call there. Escalante is going to be dropped for a loss back to the 20-yard line. A rare stop behind the backfield tonight by Geneseo, and it's Jacob Yarger who comes in and makes the tackle.
What a game he is having.
They're all over him. Jacob Beath also on that tackle. There's all kinds of people in the backfield there.
Player down for Sterling. It's Escalante.
Ryan Pitra and Hartsock was in on that also. There was a host of green jerseys in the backfield.
Escalante really struggled in that first half. The Leafs defense was right on him, only averaging about 1 yard a carry. Really struggled, and right there the Leafs get a big stop.
So there's an injury timeout on the field. There's a Sterling player down. We think it is Rafael Escalante, number 11, for the Golden Warriors, who just ran that football. Clock stop, 3 minutes and 47 seconds to play in this third quarter. Score is Geneseo 16, Sterling 7. This is for first place in the Northern Illinois Big 12 Conference on the West Division. Both teams 2-0 in conference play with 1 game to go next week. And the winner of this one is going to be out in front in sole possession of first place. Escalante over to the sideline. We'll resume play here for Sterling. 2nd and 12, a loss of 2 on that play. 3 receivers spread out to this near side. Thornton's in a roll this way with pressure. Pitra had a chance at him, and Himmelman comes up with a tomahawk chop and brings him down.
Himmelman trying to jar that ball loose.
That's got to be scary to see Himmelman come running across the field at you.
Drops Thornton for about a 2-yard gain. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Yep, pitcher just about had him. Just couldn't get a grip on it. And Hartsock also in on that tackle.
Thornton was 3 of 5 passing in that first half, had a couple of key first down pass plays. 3rd and 11 in the pocket, over the middle. His pass through his receiver's hands and incomplete. Ty Shetter was the intended receiver, and they will force Sterling to punt the football back to Geneseo. Good stop by the defense.
Quinn Singbush right there in the mix of things, doing a good job playing tight. Not giving him much leverage there.
And Geneseo, with the way they're lining up here on the punt return, should have good field position. It's Devin Haxby and Quinn Singbush at the 45-yard line. Braden Garza is going to punt for Sterling, standing at his own 10. Takes a running punt. Going to Singbush, who fields it at his own 48 to the 50. Slips by a defender, and nice return out to the 40-yard line as Geneseo will start there in good field position at the Sterling 40.
Always great when you can start in Sterling possession.
That ball just about hit Singbush in the head. It kind of sailed on him a little bit, and he had to catch it up high. He didn't catch it in the breadbasket where he'd like to, but he did put his hands around it and picked up a nice return.
Geneseo scoring on their opening drive of this third quarter. They went on a 6-minute drive against the Sterling defense that has yielded some points already this season. They've already given up 16, which is about their average coming into this game. Counter play, they'll go back to Medina this time, and it's nowhere to go.
That was stuffed up that time. And trying to get the numbers down there. The Sterling Warrior defense just was not fooled at all. They had about 3 guys stuffing up that counter hole.
2:22 to play in the third quarter. Clock is moving. Geneseo looking at a 2nd and 10. And I see the putting some scores up here at halftime. Ottawa leading LP 22-8 at half. 2nd and 10. Medina will get the call again, and Joey, little room there again as he's stopped. Solo tackle by Brian Folsom, and it'll be 3rd and 9.
It's going to take a big play here out of the Leafs on 3rd down to keep Sterling from getting some momentum here. it's only a 9-point game, and you really don't want to see them get the momentum here at the end of the third quarter.
This is when you open up that playbook a little bit. You see them spreading some guys out. They've struggled with the run game here this series.
Akery back in lineup for Geneseo. Rusk the throw on 3rd and long, backpedaling to midfield with pressure, just gets rid of it and avoids the sack, but Geneseo will have to punt the ball here from the Sterling 40-yard line.
One of the first times we've seen Greg Rusk have to leave the pocket. And kind of an athletic play, running around, ended up seeing he didn't have anything, throw it away out of the pocket.
Didn't really seem to have any running backs out of the backfield, any relief valves at all when the coverage is downfield on the wideouts.
Number 5, Ty Shetter.
Third punt coming up here for Rusk. He averaged 33 yards a punt in the first half. One of those was just a pooch kick from the 27 on 4th and 10. Giving it back to Sterling. Rusk with a nice punt. Coming down inside the 15. Takes a nice Geneseo bounce. It hits a Sterling defender.
Get on it.
The Warriors, he went after it.
I think it hit a Geneseo player first, which would have.
Geneseo covers the ball on the 4-yard line.
But yet it's being
a
marked
dead
down
ball.
at the 4-yard line.
On their own 4.
We're going to take a look at it on the replay here. Haxby was down there trying to get the ball, and so was the Sterling player, Folsom, I think.
Yeah, they obviously did not hit that Sterling player. It sure looked like it, but he obviously couldn't have because there was 3 officials right in the area. Would have had to seen that.
You think you would have saw the Sterling Warrior running away from it in that instinct as far away as you can get. He was right in the mix of things.
Sterling started from their own 13 last drive. They're even in worse position now at their own 5. A minute 21 to play in the third quarter. Geneseo up by 2 scores. It's a 9-point lead for Geneseo, 16-7 over Sterling. In the end zone is Sterling Thornton. Runs it forward to about the 7.
Quarterback keeper, tackled by 53.
Field position has been huge in this as the Golden Warriors, like you said, they're having to start back at the 5-yard line. At least we're starting in Sterling territory and their own 40-yard line.
No surprise call there, and I would watch for that again. You got to have somebody assigned to that quarterback really hard.
Handed off to their tailback. Really no room to run there off the right side of the Sterling line. Jacob Yarger comes down and helps on the tackle. Lane Akery's out right now on the sidelines getting a rest.
Yarger and Pritchard are in the ball game together when they were rotating before because of the injury to Akery.
We're down to the final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Sterling has the ball, 3rd and 6 from their own 8-yard line. Thornton hands it off to Dennis, sweeping around the left end. He doesn't get anywhere. Geneseo strings it out and brings him down. It's going to be a 4th down play coming up for Sterling. It looks like that's going to end this quarter as we're down to 10 seconds and the clock is running.
They not only get the hold here, but they're going to punt out of their own end zone. So this is going to be great field position.
Geneseo gets a field goal in this third quarter to extend their lead to 9. It's the Green Machine, 16, Sterling 7 at the end of 3.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
The winning number
With Bob Pettit and Zach Mackey, I'm Lauren Lemke. It's the fourth quarter from Bob Reed Field, and the Geneseo Green Machine ahead of Sterling 16-7 on senior night, as Geneseo looks to go to 7-0 and take over first place in the conference. Sterling's going to give the ball back to Geneseo here to start this quarter. Sterling facing a 4th down and 5. Will have to punt basically from their goal line, with Devin Haxby and Quinn Singbush standing at the Sterling 40-yard line.
Even with a good punt here, the Leafs are still going to get fantastic field position. Again, that's something that they keep getting here in the second half, is starting at around the Sterling 40-yard line.
Garza standing in his own end zone. Takes the snap, and again we'll send this over to Singbush, who fields it at the 41, comes to his left, looking for a few blocks, has a few, to the 30, and he's met right there, but gets it inside the 30-yard line, and that's where Geneseo's going to start their best field position of the game.
Well, in this exchange of stops and punts, the Leafs have gained on the field position. It's kind of a game of field position here, and they're winning.
Geneseo defense has forced Sterling into 2 punts this second half.
Geneseo offense just kind of came out of the gates a little slow. They did get the field goal early in the third, but they kind of struggled here at the end of the third quarter. Look to bounce back here.
Lane Akery, his first carry after hobbling off in the third quarter. 3-yard run to the 27-yard line, 2nd and 7.
He pops up, doesn't appear to be limping very noticeably. Probably something hurts, but you play through it if it's not a major injury.
Alex Disher comes in with the play from the sideline.
The hurry-up offense the no-huddle offense is a thing of the past. Very successful in that second quarter, though.
Now with the lead, they're just going to try to take as much time off the clock as they can. Play clock under 5, and they might not get this off. Down to 1, and timeout taken by Geneseo, as they were going to get a 5-yard penalty for delay, and Geneseo's going to take their first timeout of the half. So that'll stop the clock. 11:05 to play in this fourth quarter. Geneseo up 16-7, and time and score going out to Captain Green and Queen Green.
Larry Sr. and Bonnie Johnson.
Captain and Queen.
Tom and Tracy Wise and family.
So senior night, I think there's about 21 seniors on this roster, Zach. Last year, I think your class had 29.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 21 players, that's a lot of players. And a lot of these guys that you see on the roster have made a big contribution. There's a lot of starters. There's some guys that don't start, but we've seen them on special teams, and especially in the first 4 weeks of the season when Geneseo was having some blowout games, they got some playing time. This is a talented group.
Yeah, you said it, a lot of seniors, but a lot of these seniors are kind of new to this. They didn't get to see a ton of playing time last year. The Leafs did make a long run, as we all know, so they were able to get a little bit, but a senior-dominated group last year, too.
2nd and 7. Rusk fumbles the snap, picks it up, and then is going to lose yards back to the 30-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd and 9. Just thankful that he was able to not lose the ball.
He would have gained 2 yards if he would have just fell on it, but you never know. If he'd have picked that up and ran around the end, it would have looked like a great play.
Yeah, he may have got stepped on coming out of the center.
Leafs.
But again, 3rd and long, it's just like the last time they had great field position, just couldn't seem to get the football moving.
3rd and 10 from the 30. Rusk, his pass is complete to Pitra. Pitra has a first down inside the 20 to the 19. That was a key play. Pitra catching that pass in traffic.
Sweet, another quick little jumper. Quick pitcher just slipped out there in that little slot, picked up the first down.
A small little window there for Russ to hit, too. Fantastic job by him.
It was. There was big white jerseys with their arms waving all over the place, and he threaded it somehow.
Himmelman drew a crowd, too. And everybody forgot about Ryan Pitra except Greg Rusk. It's a first down play, and Geneseo has it inside the 20 at the Sterling 19. 10:03 to play in the game, up 16-7. Toss sweep, Ryan Pitra to the right, bounces it to the outside, to the 15, and is dragged down at the 14-yard line. 5-yard run for Ryan.
Gave it that little dipsy doodle. It looked like he was going to try to cut it in. He dipped to the outside, picked up some nice yardage on it. He would not have made very much yardage on the inside.
Yeah, one thing we always get from the Sterling defense is speed, especially on the outside on defense, and so we'll take the 5 yards there.
Yeah. It's where you see that middle open up for Lane Acree a lot of times whenever you spread it out after a play like that.
Right on cue.
There it is.
Acree puts his head down. Looks like he has a Geneseo first down. He's very close to it at the 9-yard line.
Good call, Zach. You must have heard Coach Diericks.
Right next door.
3rd and 1 for Geneseo at the 10-yard line of Sterling. 9 minutes to play in the game. It's 16-7 Green Machine as Geneseo was up 13-7 at halftime. They've added the field goal in the second half and looking to add their 3rd touchdown of the night. Now just 10 yards away. Medina down the line in motion. Pitra takes it off the right side into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Ryan Pitra and the Geneseo Green Machine. Be the 10th caller to La Roma Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. 1 winner per season and must redeem within 1 week. La Roma Pizza 944-6171.
Ryan had go ahead.
Gaping hole right over the right tackle. Jacob Van Dorn cooked his guy in, and there was a nice hole for Ryan Pitra.
Yeah, Ryan had the end zone in sight the whole time.
Now it's a more comfortable lead here for Geneseo as we wait the extra point from kicker Ryan Ganson.
Too much time on the clock to start thinking about this being over.
Flag before the snap. Some movement up there on somebody.
Prior to the snap, full start, number 80, offense, retry the point.
That'll back up the football 5 yards, and Ganson will try a longer extra point try here.
That's all right. Ganson's had plenty of leg on these extra points.
Now this might be an opportunity for the middle school students to catch the football now.
Hopefully we can get it back.
Last week
they're a rough bunch over there.
Yeah.
Here's the extra point from Ganson. We're waiting the snap. And it's on its way over the top, and it's good. Nobody going to get the football either. 23-7, Green Machine over Sterling. 8:40 to play in the game. It's Ryan Pitra with the 2nd touchdown tonight for Geneseo. Super fans are running down the track here with the flags, and we'll check the scoring drive. It's a short field for Geneseo, just 31 yards, took 6 plays, 3 minutes and 8 seconds. A 10-yard run by Ryan Pitra, and Ryan Ganson with the extra point, 23-7.
Those flag runners, they're lucky they're still here. We had one running in the opening seconds, fell right in front of the team. Team almost ran him over coming through the sign tonight.
Pre-game injury?
Yeah.
Can't have pre-game injuries.
I agree, Bob. You just said that this game's not over with, and with Sterling's going to come out throwing the ball now, or at least try and get their quarterback Sterling Thornton open up the middle. So,
well, 16 points with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. Obviously you want to try to get that ball back as quick as you can, get a stop and try to get the ball back and run some clock, because that's the only thing you got to do is make sure that they don't have the football and with the clock stopped, because they can, they can put 16 points on the board in a pretty hurry if they get start put in the air.
Kick coming down inside the 5, fielded by Morrissey to the 15. A missed tackle there, but he only gets it out to about the 20. And for Sterling, that's their best field position of this second half. 3rd time they've touched the football tonight in the second half.
He earned every inch of that 20-yard line right there. He got hit about 6 times and finally got finished off really, really hard.
Sterling has it 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
They called Connor Welch with the tackle on that?
Yeah, but I think it was Jacob Yarger that really punished him.
See what Sterling does here, down by 16 points. 8:33 to play in the game. Out of the gun, screen play. They complete it to their wide receiver, Morrissey. It's over to the 30, has a first down. Stopped finally at the 37-yard line by Ryan Hartsock.
Hartsock got that one from behind, or he would have picked up even more yardage. Very successful screenplay by Sterling.
On the tackle for the Maple Leafs, number 81, Drew Himmelman.
That got him out of a hole really quick.
15-yard pass play. Single back next to Thornton in the gun. Rolls to his right. Cooper Humphreys pressuring from the backside. Can't get there in time. And the pass is tipped away by Quinn Singbush out near the first down marker.
And sometimes whenever you're trying to gain quick, get things going quick, that's when you get in a hurry. And you see Sterling Thornton right there almost intercepted on the far side.
Quinn Singbush tipped that pass. Ryan Pitcher almost got it on the tip. He dove, just about got it on the tip. The only guy who didn't have a chance was the receiver.
Geneseo staying in there. It looks like they got an extra defensive back in now. Devin Haxby's in there. So basically a 3-3 with a nickel package on 2nd and 10 for Sterling. Pressure coming. They blitz, and down goes Thornton. He's hit hard by Justin Scott back at the 25-yard line. It's a loss of 11.
Cooper Humphreys on the other side. Justin Scott just ran right through him, drilled him.
Great job at timing up that snap.
His back is very grass stained right now.
Put Sterling way back now. 3rd and 21 from their own 26-yard line. Geneseo up 23-7. 7:40 to play in the game. Long ball.
Oh, look out, look out.
Wow.
And it is caught at the 35 and taken down by Devin Haxby at the 15-yard line. But a long pass play to Ty Shetter.
Give all the credit right there to Sterling Thornton. What a throw on that one. Oh my goodness, launched down the field.
It was actually underthrown. Quinn Singbush thought he had a beat on it, and he tried to intercept instead of knocking it down. Haxby on a great play to save the touchdown.
All the way down to the 16-yard
Singbush
line.
really upset with himself. He knows he could have knocked that down, but went for the pick.
Biggest play of the game, 58-yard pass. Sets Sterling up 1st and 10 from the Geneseo 16. And a whistle and a flag before the snap of the ball. We'll check the call here.
Lined up, it looks like a little bit in the wrong position.
False start, 65 offense, 5 yards.
5-yard penalty against Sterling.
He called it on number 65, but number 61 is the one throwing a fit out there, so maybe they don't know what their number is.
1st and 15, back to the 21-yard line of Geneseo. Thornton rolls to his left, throws, and the pass is caught and dropped at the 13. Hit the shoulder pads, and out it came as Asbury could not control it for Sterling.
There shouldn't have been any footsteps concern there. That was just a catch that should have been made right in his breadbasket, and it hit the ground.
Plenty of time left in this football game, 7 minutes and 14 seconds. Geneseo up by 2 scores, 23-7. Sterling has it at the Geneseo 21 on 2nd and 10. Pressure coming by Thornton. He's going to throw a screen to Escalante, to the 10, to the 5. Escalante into the end zone. It's a Sterling touchdown, but there is a penalty flag down at the 11-yard line.
We have a flag on the play.
That's in a definite area of holding. There was no face mask or anything going on there. Their officials are talking about it. They're not sure. It is going to be holding.
Another costly penalty for Sterling. They've had quite a few here in this game tonight. And that one just took a touchdown off the board.
Well, the Leafs very aggressive on their pressure, trying to get at the quarterback. And then those little screens are going to get right over the top of them pretty easily if they don't try to find some coverage out of that thing out of the linebackers.
Sterling back to the line, no huddle offense, 2nd down, 16. Whistle is blown to start the play clock. Thornton gets the play going. Double reverse. Coming back to the left side is Morrissey, and a face mask possibly there, and there's the call.
Yep.
Cooper Humphreys got him up high at the 12-yard line. So Sterling's going to benefit
Number 12.
from this penalty on Geneseo, and they'll have the ball inside the 10-yard line.
That's going to be a first down. And just like we were talking about, we've gone through about a minute and a half, or almost 2 minutes, I guess, since we talked about 2 scores possible. Could get them back in the ball game here. And this one's going fast if they don't get a stop pretty quick.
Personal foul.
The official is mic'd up, and he likes to use that mic.
They don't always get to everywhere they go, so I guess use it up while you can.
He's going to throw every player out there under the bus one time or another.
Off the penalty, Sterling has it first and goal.
Well, they mark it at the 6-yard line of Geneseo. It's going to be first and goal Sterling. It's 23-7 Geneseo. The Green Machine on top of the Golden Warriors. 6:50 to play. Sterling looking to threaten here. 2 receivers out wide right. 2 in the backfield next to Thornton. He'll run it to the right. Thornton still on his feet. He's in the end zone. It's a Sterling touchdown.
Look for the Golden Warriors to go for 2 here. This is a huge point after touchdown.
And it took 2 minutes to get that drive down the field. They're going to try to, it looks like they're going to try to go for 2, and that's a correct call, Zach.
10-point game now.
Nothing to lose because you can cut it down to a 2-point, or it's going to be a 3-point. 3 possession, sorry.
Spread formation. Snap to Thornton, rolls left, looks to the end zone. Nobody open yet, now lobs it, it's intercepted. And Geneseo stops the 2-point conversion and keeps this a 2-possession game. Sterling does get the touchdown, but they don't get the 2-point. And so Geneseo still in good shape here, up by 10 with 6:39 to play in the game.
That is a big stop. Shanowski on the interception. He, for a moment there, thought he was going to run it out, but you can't do that on an extra point.
Well, now Geneseo, do you look for possibly an onside kick? You think Sterling's going to kick it deep and play some defense? I mean, they need the ball 2 more times in this game with Geneseo up by 10.
Well, you can't play a guessing game. You have to anticipate the onside kick. Get some good hands up front in both your 2 front lines. Make sure somebody fall on the football. Everybody knows that you're not trying to pick it up and run with it, just fall on it and get possession.
Well, and if you're Sterling, you got to score 2 possessions now to be in this ball game, and field position has been the key to this game, and the Leafs have won the field position so far.
2-minute scoring drive for Sterling. They went 7 plays, 79 yards. They had a 58-yard pass in that series and a 6-yard run by their quarterback, Sterling Thornton. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. The 2-point conversion did fail. So we're looking at a 23-13 game. Hands team in for Geneseo. Anticipating an onside kick. And they'll try it. It goes 10 yards, and it goes to Drew Himmelman, who plays like a shortstop and brings that one down safely.
Yeah, once again, Wisely did not try to run, advance it. He just fell on it. Give the Leafs possession, run some clock.
Geneseo's going to start from their own 49-yard line here.
Geneseo takes over.
And field position tonight has been in favor of the Green Machine. Up by 10, 6:39 to play in this conference game between Sterling and Geneseo. Rusk will take the snap, give it to Acree, who runs hard off the left side. Acree to the 45. It's a 6-yard run for Lane Acree, who continues to pick up those 5-6 yards at a time.
And you're going to see Sterling trying to reach in there and tackle the football, not just the runner. They've got to try to force something here, get that ball loose. Some sort of a turnover, because they need it twice and they need time to score in both occasions.
Almost halfway through this 4th quarter. 6:05 to play. 2nd and 4 for Geneseo as they watch the play clock go under 10, taking as much time as possible to get this play off. Counter play to Medina. First down run, jumps over a pile, has a first down at the Sterling 37-yard line.
Again, that counter play, we had a little mess up on the counter on this side of the field, but for the most part, the counter has worked throughout the ballgame.
Looked like a little Tony Dorsett hurdle. Zach, are you old enough to remember Tony Dorsett?
You'll have to look that up on the internet later.
Yeah. Google it.
He might have won the Heisman, played for the Cowboys maybe.
Maybe that guy.
Maybe that guy, okay. 1st and 10, Geneseo from the Sterling 37-yard line, up by 10, and the football. Second back, Pitra bounces off a pile, and that's where he comes to a stop. About a 1-yard gain for Ryan.
Was hit right at the line of scrimmage with a nice thigh-high hit, and just was not able to keep the legs driving after that.
Geneseo with a field goal and a touchdown the second half. They've had to punt one time, so this is their 4th possession as they look to burn the clock and maintain this 10-point lead. 2nd and 9. Rusk will check the play clock. Under 5, goes under center. Fullback, it's Lane Acree. And he powers his way to the 32-yard line. And we have a timeout on the field. Sterling's going to take their first timeout.
They're going to have to start burning them. And since they need 2 scores, they're not going to have a lot of timeouts left to get that done. So they have to take them on defense here. The Leafs, once again, the Sterling Golden Warriors scored in about 2 minutes. We started talking about the 8:40 mark. They scored around the 6:40 mark, if I'm not mistaken. And now the Leafs have had the ball for 2 minutes, and they're winding that clock.
Yeah, just keep it going. That's where this Leafs ground and pound attack down on the field is what keeps this clock going, and what makes a Geneseo-Sterling rivalry makes that clock just run.
Running backs for Geneseo Medina has 12 attempts for 43 yards. Pitra 14 for 84, and Lane Acree's been the workhorse in the second half with 16 carries, 88 yards. Thornton's only had 7 yards rushing the second half for Sterling. He has 118 yards passing, so they picked up more yards throwing the ball the second half against the Geneseo defense. But running-wise, Geneseo's been able to keep him contained. 3rd down, we'll call it 6 for Geneseo from the Sterling 32-yard line. Penalty marker thrown from everybody as Pitra finds his way inside the 30 to the 29.
There's some definite confusion there as to what was actually going to happen with that play.
I believe it's going to be an illegal shift.
Looks like there was a lot of movement before that snap of the ball by Geneseo.
Illegal shift.
Yeah.
2 men moving at the same time. Both did not reset before the snap.
5-yard penalty against Geneseo. It's going to back the Green Machine offense to about should be back to the 37 once they mark this off.
Greg Rusk was hit pretty hard and thrown to the ground after he got rid of the ball. And I saw him talking to the officials. They obviously didn't see that. They're a little preoccupied with throwing their flags in the air, but this guy hasn't even picked his up yet.
Declining that to take the 4th down.
Okay.
This is a huge play.
Wow, it is.
So now with the clock down to 4:33, Geneseo 4th and 3, just inside the 30-yard line. Russ the rollout, sets up, throws a long ball to Himmelman at the 5. Drew goes up, makes the grab in the end zone. It's a Green Machine touchdown.
How about it?
On 4th down yet. On 4th down, they put it in the air.
10th caller, La Roma Pizza. You win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must redeem within 1 week and 1 winner per season. La Roma Pizza, 944-6171.
4th and 3, that's where you got the Golden Warriors thinking Leafs are going to go run. Put it on the ground, and that's when that pass game opens up. Drew Himmelman right there in the end zone.
He actually wasn't wide open like you might expect on that situation like that. He did have to fight that ball away, and Drew just wanted the ball more than the defender.
Ganson with the extra point, sends it up high and through the uprights. Makes the score 30-13 as the Green Machine offense answers the touchdown scored a moment ago by Sterling, and it's a 17-point lead for Geneseo.
That definitely takes a lot of the wind out of the sails for the Golden Warriors.
Drew Himmelman has his third touchdown reception of the season.
Geneseo scoring drive covered 51 yards.
And Greg Russ put that up where only Himmelman could catch it.
Yeah,
up top.
Yeah, up high. Go with it.
Turns out to be a 29-yard touchdown pass from Greg Russ to Drew Himmelman. Geneseo scoring drive, 51 yards on 6 plays, 2 minutes and 16 seconds. And Ryan Ganson with the extra point, 30-13, 4:23 to play in the game.
That play was snapped quite quickly after they declined that penalty. And I don't know if that play might have been designed for third down, assuming they were going to accept the penalty, or if that was just a play we're going to run no matter what. But they didn't really wait. The Leaf staff didn't wait to see, I don't think, whether they were accepting or declining that penalty before they called that play.
I understand why they declined it, because the clock is a factor now. And Geneseo capitalizes on it, and they get a score. Ganson, long kickoff right at the goal line. His foot was in, but he comes out and is tackled at the 20-yard line. So back to the 20, Josh Beard and Cole Hunzecker both make the tackle for Geneseo.
Morse on the return for the Golden Warriors, making the tackle for Geneseo, number 37.
Nevertheless, the ball comes back to the 20. Technically, foot in the end zone should have been blown dead right away.
Sterling kicks over first and 10.
Official missed that one.
19-yard line.
Here comes the Sterling offense from their sideline. And Geneseo's going to show Sterling that nickel package with 5 defensive backs. They can kind of loosen up a little bit.
Kind of go into a more of a prevent defense now.
Thornton takes the snap, throws a high pass towards the sideline. It's a jump ball, and Jordan Shanowski there to knock it down. It falls incomplete. Good coverage there by the senior.
Tyler Mackey right behind him, just in case, but Shanowski did not have any intention of trying to catch that ball the way that jump ball went up. You know, you don't want to have any chance of the receiver pulling that thing down, so he just went up and knocked it down. Well done.
4:13 to play, clock stop. Passes out and over the head of his intended receiver on the far side, Ty Shetter.
Number 5, Ty Shetter is incomplete.
Shetter goes both ways also, and he's actually played a fine game. These Warriors are, they're a good team. They got some nice players over there.
Somewhat of a young team. There's a lot of juniors and a few sophomores on this team too. So 3rd and 10 for the Golden Warriors. Down, Geneseo up 30-13 in this 4th quarter. Pressure coming as Thornton is going to be chased down by Cooper Humphreys. Gets rid of the ball as he is hit, and the pass is incomplete. Cooper almost had another sack.
Pass intended for number 5. The Shetter is incomplete. On the coverage for Geneseo.
And it looks as if maybe the punt team is going to come out for the Golden Warriors.
I think that was Will Daniels. Will Daniels over there on that far sideline to knock that ball down. Himmelman also over there.
So another punt coming up here for Sterling.
So why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
I would stay. I would expect to stay home. See, we have nobody back. We're not buying that. Could be a short snap, could be a long snap.
Garza, the punter, he's going to kick it away.
He's going to kick it.
To no one. Lands at the 45 and takes a Sterling roll inside the 35 down at the 34. Geneseo comes out up by 17, 30-13 over Sterling. And there's 3 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the game. And the Geneseo fans standing up, giving this football team a round of applause. Well done tonight. We knew Sterling would come in and give Geneseo a game, and Geneseo able to make some adjustments here in the second half, especially stopping their quarterback, Sterling Thornton, from running the football. And I think that's been a big difference here in the second half of play.
Sterling did, in desperation, start putting the ball up and did pick up some nice plays. They had a couple nice screen plays that were very effective. And then a bomb that just somehow got in the hands of the receiver, took it all the way down the field.
Green Machine pulling their starters, and the second team is in here. Connor Welch takes the pitch from Will Daniels. He has a nice run, but there's a penalty flag, of course, thrown in there. We've seen a few of those hankies tonight.
Connor Welch, the ball carrier. Folsom on the tackle.
It's going to be called holding against Geneseo, and it was almost a first down by Connor Welch. Got Paul Kastorf in there. Parker Salisbury running one of the tackles. Levi Warren checks in at running back.
On the senior night, we'll try to get as many seniors in here as they can, I think.
Absolutely. Jordan Shanowski checks out. We're going to have C.J. Majorkirth in the ball game.
Trying to look at the roster here, too. I think Hunter Hinton is in at center. 3:37 to play in the game. Geneseo up 30-13 as they hand it off.
Will Daniels running the quarterback position. Connor Welch, as we mentioned in the game.
A couple guys out there that we don't have on our roster. You got a 79.
Jacob Widger goes in. Bryce Iwinski goes in.
Geneseo looking at a 2nd and 19 from their own 25-yard line.
Nick Anderson just checked out. Got to get these guys' names on there if we can.
Levi Warren takes the toss, comes to the left side, and strings it out. The ball came free, and it's recovered by Sterling around the 20-yard line. So Sterling gets the ball back and a fumble by Geneseo.
Recovered by Sterling.
And that'll get the starters back out on defense for Geneseo.
That had to be what Sterling was hoping for, obviously, when they punted the ball away, is that they could gain some ground offensively by moving the ball downfield with a punt and then getting a turnover. It's kind of hope against hope, you know, when you got a long 4th down, or maybe just hope for that turnover.
So out comes the Sterling offense. They have it at the Geneseo 21-yard line with just under 3 minutes to play in the game. It's a 3-score game for Geneseo, up by 17. Thornton out of the pocket throws a pass. It's over the head of Escalante, who was open at the 5, and it's incomplete. Stick around. We'll send Zach Mackey down to the sideline. We hope to catch up with Coach Larry Johnson after this one.
Rotating a few guys in and out here. That receiver was open. Just overthrew him a bit, or we would have had a quick score.
3 receivers to the left. Thornton looking to throw to the right, now sends it to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Waiting for the call. I didn't know who had, maybe Singbush had caught that, but the receiver has it.
For number 5, Kai Shetter is incomplete.
But the official there, he's got the better view than I do way up here.
It did. It was a battle, and it looked like it was intercepted, but the offensive receiver came down. Actually ended up with the ball in his hands, but he was not to be. He didn't fool anyone, I guess. Going to have to run that. Going to be 3rd and 10 after 2 incomplete passes.
2 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the game. Geneseo 30, Sterling 13. Both teams were 2-0 coming into this in the conference. Long pass to the end zone. Shanowski's over there. He got pushed and knocked the ball free, and a flag comes in. It's got to be offensive passing interference, I would think.
Pass intended for number 1. Ashbury is incomplete.
If that is,
Coverage for Geneseo.
there isn't any way that could be a defensive pass interference.
We do have a flag on the play.
Good position by Shanowski. We took a second look at it.
Shanowski had great position. The offensive player pushed.
We'll get the answer here.
Pass interference. Defense.
The fans are unbelievable. You know, we really haven't had one of these nights where we can get on the officials this year, Lauren. I'm sorry. And I know we're not supposed to do that, but it has just been poor tonight. I'm sorry.
And it's good. There's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. So
that.
Oh my goodness.
That was very bogus.
So
because the defensive position was absolutely perfect. The offensive player came up and pushed him, and they're going to call that. Surely there was contact. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Automatic first down for Sterling. They put it at the 10-yard line, just outside the 10. And they'll run it. And Geneseo blows it up. Ryan Hartsock with the stop for a loss.
That was a fantastic play by Ryan Hartsock. He took the blocker and the running back all in one sweep, took them both off their feet.
Surprising that Sterling tried to run the ball there. That's going to eat up some clock.
Took that blocker right with him. Running back tried to get outside, and it wasn't going to happen.
Loss of 2 on the play. Thornton up the middle to the 5 and into the end zone. Lost the football as he's hit, but they said he crossed the goal line with the football, and it's a touchdown. They're signaling touchdown.
I think the Sterling player recovered it. It was in the air, and I believe a Sterling player came down with it anyway. So whatever.
Either way, yeah.
Either way, it's a touchdown.
The Sterling score gives them 19, and Geneseo's lead is cut to 11. 1:58 to play in this game. Thornton has his 3rd touchdown today.
So the Maple Leafs, after a turnover, give up the score. Going to go for 1 here to get it to a 10-point game.
Diaz, number 7, is going to kick the extra point for the Golden Warriors. Low snap. They get it down, and the kick is good. 30-20 is the score. 50 points scored in this one. Geneseo has a 10-point lead with under 2 minutes to play.
So what moments ago looked like the ball game that was well over, and it's still well in hand with a minute and 58 left to go and a 2-possession game. But 10 points is not impossible with the onside kick available.
Sterling tried the onside kick earlier this quarter, and Drew Himmelman recovered it. But we expect it coming up again.
Again, put the hands team out there. Not only the sure hands that are used to playing, but the experienced hands that are used to having the football and aren't nervous about this situation.
We got Zach Mackey on the sidelines down there. He's out in the elements right now, standing around the 20-yard line. And we're awaiting this onside kick. Diaz is going to put down the tee. Geneseo has their hands team in, 5 guys.
Did you tell Zach before you left that the questions about the officials are off limits? Don't want to get Coach Johnson in trouble here.
He's not in his head. He's got the message. They'll try it the other way with this onside kick. Pitra grabs it. He's going to try to return it. Pitra to the 45 as he returns it about 10 yards. So Ryan didn't want to take a knee there.
It was just too easy. Bounced up right in his hands and he was on his feet. There's no point in falling down.
Gets it safely over to the Sterling 41-yard line. And Geneseo will send out, again, they pulled their starting offense. And we'll try to get in these guys for you that are on the field for the Maple Leafs.
He again was not far from breaking that thing. Adam Smith lines up at the end spot, at one end spot.
Number 70, Carter Billier, is out there. Handoff, Cole Hunzacker. And number 37, Hunzacker with a short run to about the 40. Sterling's going to call a timeout. They have 1 remaining.
Parker Salisbury in the lineup, Jacob Widger in the line. Sam Welch comes in the ball game. And it's going to be a timeout.
Sterling has 1 timeout left. We've had a lot of points in this second half. It was 13-7 at halftime. Geneseo has scored 2 touchdowns in this second half, and they've added a field goal. Ganson with a field goal in the third quarter to start things off. Ryan Pitra had a touchdown run in the fourth quarter. He has 2 touchdowns tonight, and then Drew Himmelman caught a touchdown pass from Greg Rusk in this fourth period as well, a 29-yard touchdown pass. Sterling, meanwhile, they've got all 3 touchdowns from their quarterback sensation, Sterling Thornton.
Logan Schwartzendruber had trouble with that, sorry. Logan Schwartzendruber checks into the ball game. We can't seem to catch all these numbers, but we're trying.
2nd and 8. Levi Warren touches the ball. Warren still dragging the whole pile. Close to that first down. Levi not going down without a fight. The senior has a nice run of about 8 yards. Bryce Iwinski back in. We've called his name. Jacob Widger comes out. And August Stamp, number 88, he's a senior, Coming into the lineup, Sterling takes another timeout as Geneseo's looking at a 3rd and a yard.
Minute 29 left here on the clock, and they would really like to pick up this first down. First order of business, hang on to the football and pick up a yard.
For the Golden Warriors.
Next week, it's Geneseo at Ottawa for the final conference game. And following that, Geneseo's back on the road to DeKalb. So, again, this is the last home game of the regular season for Geneseo, and a good way to go out for these senior football players. Always nice to beat Sterling.
Always nice to beat Sterling. Still have to do it, though. It's a 10-point game with a minute 29 left. We have the football. Pick up a first down and hang on to the football, and it will be over. Sterling had beaten Ottawa 28-14 last week.
I think Ottawa has a pretty good running game. They've got a couple good running backs.
They seem to be putting a lot of points on the board. That Rochelle game was high-scoring affair.
3rd and short. Geneseo at the line. They hand it off. Hard hit. They got the first down. Their fullback, Cole Hunzacker, has it to the 31, and that'll seal it here for Geneseo as they move the chains. Sterling without any timeouts, and Geneseo can basically just take a knee here and run out this clock. Hunzacker and Levi Warren in the backfield, along with Connor Welch. Victory formation for Will Daniels. Watching the play clock go under 10. Game clock is at 1:05. And Daniels steps back and takes a knee. That gets the crowd to their feet as Geneseo starts to celebrate this conference win over Sterling, going 7-0 on the season and 3-0 in the conference.
They're going to have to take one more snap here. They haven't started the play clock yet. Yep, there's your play clock.
Yeah,
they are going to have to take one more snap, and that'll be it.
Difference is about 18 seconds. So one more kneel down. The players are lining up on the sideline, ready to go across and shake hands and ring the victory bell here at Bob Reed Field. Another kneel down for Daniels. He'll give the football to the official, and that will do it as the final seconds roll off the clock. It wasn't an easy game for Geneseo on a victory, but they held their own and came out on top 30-20 over the Sterling Golden Warriors. Sterling falls to 2-1 in the conference and 5-2 overall with 2 games remaining. For Geneseo, they're 7-0 on the season and 3-0 in the Northern Illinois Big 12 -2 conference.
Some are easy, some are hard, some are ugly, some are pretty, but there's no bad way to lose to Sterling, no bad way of beating Sterling. It's always a good thing.
Geneseo with a lot of weapons on offense, and they showcased that tonight with their 3 running backs, Lane Akery, Joey Medina, and Ryan Pitra, and got Drew Himmelman involved in the passing game, along with Medina and Pitra. And the defense, they gave up 19 or 20 points tonight. They played well. I mean, we faced a talented athlete in Sterling Thornton who had a lot of their yards and all their touchdowns tonight. So we are...
Players are just getting to the end of the line, and they're going to be in a mad sprint for the bell. Victory bell has been rung 7 times.
Let's go down to the field to Zach Mackey and Coach Larry Johnson.
All right, thanks, guys. Coach, talk about Sterling, always a big rivalry for you guys. How big of a win is this now, 7-0?
Well, I think it's a huge win. We knew coming in that it was going to be a great game. Defensively, I've always thought they were good. And again, they showed that tonight. Quarterback was the best quarterback we've seen all year. And he's a guy that made big plays. So I was really happy with the kids. It's a big win, and move on.
Yeah, and talk about your defense. It's got a lot of notoriety this week. Only 45 points so far through week 7.
We have, we gave up some big plays tonight that we want to clean up. Obviously, we're still not perfect yet. I think we still got room for improvement in all areas of the game, and I don't think we've played our best game yet, but hopefully we'll just keep getting better.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Zach, and thanks to Coach Larry Johnson for his comments after the game. Geneseo wins it 30-20. Bob Pettit, thanks for your contribution tonight. We'll catch up with you next week at Ottawa. Geneseo tonight, total offense 298 yards to 272 yards for Sterling. And Geneseo with 221 yards on the ground, 154 yards on the ground for Sterling. And individually for Geneseo, we'll get you the numbers here real quick. Lane Akery with 88 yards, 87 yards rushing for Ryan Pitra, 43 for Joey Medina, and 77 passing yards for Greg Russ. Geneseo 7-0. They beat Sterling 30-20. Thanks to Ron Hartman and Geneseo Communications for providing ITV 50's internet streaming. Kim Kennett back at the WGRG FM studio. Our statistician Willis Andel, technical coordinator Keith Kennett. And for Zach Mackey, Bob Pettit, I'm Lauren Lemke. We'll catch up with you next week at Ottawa.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could direct your attention to the near side track. Tonight is senior night here at Bob Reed Field. We'd like to take a few minutes between our games to recognize our seniors and their parents. And thank the parents for all the late meals after long practices, encouragement, and travel to away competitions, and being there to help support and cheer for their son or daughter. Thanks also to all the seniors for all their hard work, dedication, and leadership. First up this evening, we'd like to start with the football team in this year's senior football players. Number 2, Cooper Humphreys, son of Brian and Dee Humphreys. Number 4, Greg Rusk, son of Kevin and Angie Rusk. Number 10, Ryan Ganson, the son of Kyle and Michelle Ganson. Wearing number 12, Tyler Mackey, son of Chris and Travis Mackey. Number 16, Alex Disher, son of Cheryl and Jim Disher. Wearing number 20, Jordan Shanowski, son of Everett and Dawn Shanowski. Number 25, Levi Warren, the son of Kaylee Weaver. Number 28, Lee Pettifor Jr., son of Lee Pettifor and Heidi Brown. Number 29, Josh Beard, the son of Joyce and Randy Beard. Wearing number 34, Ryan Pitra, the son of Brian and Julie Pitra. Number 43, Lane Akery, the son of Ket and Zena Akery. Number 44, Joey Medina, son of Dan and Grace Medina. Wearing number 51, Paul Kastorf, the son of Beth and Steve Kastorf. Number 53, Jacob Beath, the son of Tony and Missy Beath. Wearing number 62, Zach Shefsky, the son of Tony and Lori Shefsky. Wearing number 64, Carson Krause, the son of Jay and Debbie Krause. Next is number 71, Parker Salisbury, the son of Shane and Mindy Salisbury. Number 73, Grant Pritchard, the son of Justin and Trish Pritchard. Next up, number 81, Drew Himmelman, the son of Scott and Angela Himmelman. Number 83, Adam Smith, the son of Jeff and Danielle Smith. And our last football player, number 88, August Stamp, the son of Greg and Brenda Stamp. At this time, we'd like to introduce the student trainers. Hannah Kane, the daughter of Craig and Kim Kane. And Anna Wise, the daughter of Tom and Tracy Wise. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2013 Senior Football Players Trainers. Please give a huge round of applause as these seniors and their parents now exit the track. Please welcome the cheerleaders, the Maplettes, and their parents, and also the Geneseo High School Marching Band senior members and their parents. First, let's meet the senior cheerleaders. Alyssa Castro, daughter of John and Krista Castro. Next up is Ashley Kempfer, the daughter of Jen and Kevin Kempfer. Carly Newton, the daughter of Vince and Cindy Newton. And finally, Hannah Vanderhayden, the daughter of Gary and Dana Vanderhayden. And let's meet the senior Maplettes, Caitlin Setzer, the daughter of Chris and Lisa Setzer. And Claire Yerke, the daughter of Sarah Yerke. And now for your senior high school marching band members. First up is Cassidy Buddy, the daughter of Kim and Jim Buddy. Josh DeSmith, the son of Richard and Cindy DeSmith. Next is Kendra Fulbert, the daughter of Rob and Lori Fulbert. Next we have Kyle Gilmore, the son of David and Lori Gilmore. Victoria Kellogg. Victoria is the daughter of Liling and Steve Kellogg. Next up, Cameron Miller, the son of Jim Miller and grandson of Lana Miller. Next we have Christina Mullen, the daughter of Rita Mullen. Next is Abby Pierce, the daughter of Susan and Chuck Pierce. And last we have Joe Schillinger, the daughter of Kim and the son of Kim and Linda Schillinger. Ladies and gentlemen, please applaud these senior cheerleaders, Maplettes, and the marching band members and their parents as they now exit the track. This concludes the senior night introductions. Let's all give these seniors and their parents one more huge round of applause. Well done, seniors. Well done.